Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Only a Carpathian would come back to life now and choose New York. Tasty pick. Bonehead.
We were every bit the force. We live, we breathe, we sweat, we paid the price to be the best. Never been about the boys in the office. The boys that have gone out there night in and night out, doing everything they could to be the very best at what they chose to do in their life. Those boys are here tonight.
Well, I must have been away too long because my feelings are dead. I feel no remorse.
I only am who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I am trying to not be selfish about it, but to use it.
My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge. And at least once a day, retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell.
It's my house, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Grab a dog. I choke him, and I kick the shit out of him. And I all day long, I put up a dog ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you.
Sometimes shit happens. Someone has to deal with it. And who are you going to call?
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young girls to those school guys. Well, let me tell a joke.
And boom goes the dynamite.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world.
Yeah, buddies.
Children waiting for the day they...
It's the Ron and Fez show. I kind of consider it the Donnie Darko of radio. You never know what's going to happen. Always a little odd. Back from vacation. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
And with us today on music, Black Earl. Earl, how are you today, my friend?
I feel like $1 million.
You look like $1 million, as a matter of fact. Did you go out and get an all-new black wardrobe?
I bought some new jackets, yes.
Nice.
Somebody's wearing something new, and it's black.
See, I get here in the last second, so this is the first time I've seen Earl since back from vacation. Look at him. You're styling, you're profiling. Woo! What did you drop on that jacket? Let me guess. Too large. You fucking wanted 2 G's.
Actually, I bought 2 jackets for a grand total of $58.
Where were you?
I was on 34th Street.
Did they finally let the Walmart open? What happened?
Was something on fire?
No, well, hey. But there's this place called Prado where I always buy my jackets, and I always get really good jackets for cheap prices.
I thought you always went to Silk and Jeans.
You should go to Fredo's, as a matter of fact. I'm learning the jacket business. All right, Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Let me just really quick check as we get back in here, Fez. I know that there was a little Lent going on with Eastside Dave, where he gave up self-pleasure. He was struggling when we left. Let's check in to see how he's doing. Here he comes, Eastside Dave. Dave, I hate to wake you up, but did you stick with your vow over Lent?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
But
that didn't seem very convincing to me.
No. Here it is, because there's good news and bad news.
Uh-huh.
The bad news is I'm pretty sure I'm impotent now. I'm being dead serious.
Right.
I used to have a morning wood at about 7:30 in the morning, absolutely every single morning,
when
day
the cock
in, day
crows.
out.
Sure.
Nothing, and the shower, the warm water does absolutely nothing for me. It it usually grows a little bit, like a happy squirrel.
Morning wood is just a urine erection, so don't be feeling too proud. But you don't look well either. You're kind of puffy. Your eyes are sunken.
My right eye. Oh, I've been sick as a dog. Yeah, no one should use this microphone after me.
Is this what you would call jizz backup? Is that what you're suffering from right now?
No, I have a real problem. My health is gone. My right eye. It honestly feels like someone put thorn bushes in it. It's good. Look.
Yeah, I know. You got some kind of skank guy going on.
It's not the left
very
eye.
Very thorny looking.
Just the right. And, feverish. I'm sweating a lot. This is, I'm trying to drink as much water and have as much vitamin C as possible.
Maybe you ought to go home. I don't think we should be around you. You can't make the show sick, whatever you do. Get over there and breathe on Earl for a while.
I was thinking maybe I should just wear a surgical mask.
Yeah, I don't think you belong in here.
I'd do it all the time if I were you, pretty boy.
All right, Earl, get him out of this room. I want him with you, sharing a microphone with you at all times. You can't get the show sick.
Yes, I'll take one for the team, guys.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ, Final Four now. And remember when this thing started, I said keep an eye on a little school out of Fairfax, Virginia, a little place I like to call George Mason. And where are they now, Earl?
The Final Four.
Whipped the ass of your UConn yesterday. Shocked the world. Everybody, every handicapper but me is shocked out there.
I didn't know that was you that had brought that up at the beginning. The 11th seed makes it to the Final Four.
I had attended, when we lived at WJFK in D.C. area, we were in Fairfax, and I attended George Mason.
You did?
I attended the Bowie show.
Oh, at the Patriot Center.
Which was just fabulous.
Yeah, so this George Mason, they somehow make it past Michigan State, UConn, and North Carolina, all former NCAA champs, to get through to the Final Four.
And, Fezzi, without what you would call a star on the team. Just a real working man team.
I know. I've watched this, the real Cinderella team here, George Mason, and have rooted against them every round of this tournament, and yet somehow they keep getting past.
Why are you rooting against them?
Oh, only because of the Fairfax, Virginia tie-in.
Yeah, right now, every former intern we have is yelling, "That's my school," because they all went to that fucking school.
And the thought of them being happy really grinds me, really gets in my craw. Just the fact of anyone in Fairfax being happy.
What are El Jefe and Dubs calling Benicio now?
Oh, what are they? Chunks.
All right, Chunks. Chunks was there, I believe, 9.5 years to pick up an AA. And he was so excited about that stupid school, and now they're just flying high.
Yeah, now they get the Gators next Saturday to see if they go on to the finals.
The Gators just fucking swarm, too, huh?
Yeah.
All over Nova.
Crazy. Just ran it up and just didn't look back against Villanova yesterday.
Villanova was my early pick. What was your early pick?
My early pick was Memphis.
Okay, they're out. Earl, what did you pick? Do you remember?
I think I picked Duke, even though I hate Duke.
Yeah. Everyone says they hate Duke, and then they always go like, I'm picking Duke. Duke is like, fucking saying, I'm picking Brazil in the World Cup. It's not all that difficult to do.
It's a nice, easy, safe pick. You get some mileage with a Duke pick, usually.
Yeah, but, again, no one's going to act like, wow, where'd you pull that one out of? I was going to ask Eastside Dave, I tell him to leave this room. I think he left the building.
He can't see with that bad eye of his now. He's just wandering into different rooms.
He's just in horrible, horrible shape. Not in here in Earl's room. Okay. Now, you can do it here while you're here. But after that, I want you to remember, don't come near me and Fez.
Okay. I was going for UConn in the Duke final. I was really going out on the limb.
I told you early on, I go, UConn is not going to get past George Mason. There's just too much dog there.
You said that?
Yeah.
And UConn squeaked by every step of the way on the way.
I know.
They just dodged bullet after bullet, and they finally got caught with one.
Yeah, and even then, they almost got out of it again. They almost got out of that game yesterday.
When it went to overtime, I figured, well, it's all over for Cinderella. The ugly stepsister UConn shows up and ruins the ball, finally.
But here's the thing. No matter what happens, they leave large. You know what I mean? Now, especially Final Four. They're still going to go back to whatever stupid parade Fairfax will throw for them.
Gotta love Big Baby. That's the best nickname I've heard in like
Big
10
Baby's
years.
Great.
From LSU?
Yeah, Big Baby's great. There's
Dale,
no doubt about it.
Dale Davis?
Yeah.
Glenn Davis.
No, Glenn Davis was with the Eagles.
That's Glenn Fry.
Whatever. They're all fucking great. I love them all.
I was thinking Glenn Davis. He played for the Houston Astros in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, that is right. I forgot you're a big Astros fan, right?
I love the Astros. Craig Biggio from Spring Lake, New Jersey.
What team do you really root for, baseball?
New York Yankees, the only team.
So you picked just the Yankees every year.
I really have like obnoxious sports taste because I like Yankees, Duke, Notre Dame, and there's someone else. Oh, my high school, but no one knows them. But my high school is like a perennial awesome team. So I always have like the nationwide teams that everyone truly despises.
But here's the thing. Now that you're out of high school, leave it behind. Stop being one of those guys that goes back in their Letterman jacket and tries to tell the kids, you got to do it. You got to go all the way to state this year.
See one of these? Win one of these.
You see this ring?
When we were on vacation, I did myself a little dance when your alma mater, Eastside Dave, Monmouth, got beat by Villanova in round one.
That's another one of his big monster schools that he likes to promote.
No one knew why I was excited, but I just sat back with a little smile on my face and toasted with a diet soft drink.
All right, what's the name of this school, Fez?
Monmouth.
I always get it confused with Montrose, the old big Sammy Hagar metal band.
The Monmouth Hawks.
Yeah.
Boy, they represent very well.
I get confused with Godzilla's villain, Mothra.
Well, anyway, you got an education?
I do. Communications.
Fucking hard to believe. It's hard to believe. What do they just give it out to anybody? Were you a bright kid?
I was pretty bright. The standards aren't so high.
Is it one of the better-known clown colleges? Is that what they teach there?
It actually has one of the top 10 college radio stations in America, believe it or not.
What's that fucking matter? Seriously, when you really think about it, what fucking school brags about that other than the Geek Squad? Seriously, one of the best top 10 college stations. Who would care about that?
Well, it's just, Marv Albert started in college radio, Bob Costas at Syracuse and stuff. And our thing is comparable to Syracuse.
You know what? I went to the same school as Wolfman Jack. Who the fuck cares about that?
George Mason?
What have you given the goddamn world when you say we have a great radio station? Hey, Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, calling out Eastside. Eastside, you have your facts completely wrong. Biggio is from Suffolk County, Long Island, not from New Jersey.
So don't start on that.
He lives in Spring Lake, New Jersey. Look it up.
Grew up in Suffolk County.
It's where you're from, not where you live right now.
He chooses not to live in Long Island and come to the great state of New Jersey, my friend.
Here is TJ. TJ, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, pal?
Hey, Tej.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
They went to St. Rose, right?
No, I went to CBA, buddy.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I thought you went to St. Rose. I was going to call you out. Yeah, I went to CBA, too.
Oh.
I want you two make out after the fucking show today.
Which has one of the finest beauty colleges in the country.
CBA is the Permian, like Friday Night Lights. They're the Permian of New Jersey, except we don't have a football team.
If you would, they would be called the fucking Carrot Heads. You should just put your picture on you have this great high school and no football team?
Because a kid died in like the late 60s, so it's...
All right, a lot of kids in my neighborhood OD'd. You don't see us stop taking drugs.
What, did they quit dancing, too, after the big Footloose accident?
That's why he didn't learn how to dance until his senior prom. And then the other kids had to teach him.
In a mill.
Maybe we should start and call you Footloose. You want to go with that?
Or just Willard after the late Chris Penn.
You want to do that? You want to be Footloose from now on?
I like
All right.
Footloose. I like Footloose.
Because you fucking remind me of that guy. So what happened? A kid died, so everybody stops playing football?
Well, the school is like run by brothers, the equivalent of...
Black guys?
nuns.
I don't understand what you're saying.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're like the male equivalent of nuns. And...
Everybody knows what a brother is.
Oh, okay, because some people don't. They think they only know what priests. They think brothers are priests, and they are different things. Brothers specialize in education.
What can brothers do that priests can't?
Marry.
I don't think brothers are allowed to do communion. So I
But
think
can they have chicks?
no, they can't.
Why
have
would
chicks.
anybody stop at being a brother? Why don't you give up banging chicks? Make me the Pope, for that fucking matter. That's the first thing I'd be screaming out. Why him? Why not me? All right, go ahead.
Well, and so these brothers,
Did any girls go to your school?
No, so we got CBA. It's Christian Brothers Academy. We got, and there's like many CBAs all over the nation. So, but we got the moniker CB Gay when you from opposing fans.
Did that always hurt when they would yell
Yeah.
CB gay at you?
It did.
You
writing
just
that
yell,
down.
"We're not gay, we're religious." Is that what you had to yell back? Footloose.
We would chant, "Your girls want us." Dun 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 dun. That was our. We thought that was good.
I can see how that worked out for you.
But here's for the boys.
Now,
Cool.
was everybody there fucking see-through, or were you the only one?
It was pretty damn Irish, if you ask me. Yeah, a lot of mix.
Why didn't you just yell out, did you ever listen to our local radio station that we're so proud of? Hey, Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Fezzy, Ronnie, how you doing?
Hey,
man?
buddy, we're back from vacay.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
Hey, Eastside's full of shit.
Okay.
It was Bagwell from Spring Lake, not Biggio.
No, it's Craig
Yeah.
Biggio.
You know what, Footloose, do me a favor.
Craig Bagwell is better.
No,
I'd rather have Bagwell.
but here's the
He's a
thing.
hitter.
When you walk into this room,
Yeah.
be truthful and be factual. That's the only two things I'm asking of you.
I just realized you called me Footloose, and I love it. It was like with Silvio.
And you answered to it.
But yeah, you're not supposed to stop me there. You're supposed to act like you just go with it.
All right, from now
on. What happened with Silvio?
No, when Silvio looked at who was it? Vito, who called him Skip.
Right.
And that funny moment where he's just like, "Yo."
Silvio did the thing when Tony was sick. Like if I ever miss a day, what Fez does, they got to fucking cart him out of here on a table.
Just on a breathing apparatus.
That what did you think last night? Because I have so many people bitching to me about the last couple of weeks. I thought they've been smoking.
I enjoyed it last night. I was even glad that the Dream episode got revisited, that wasn't over with yet.
Did you want that to go on all season?
I figured, when I saw it last night, I figured we've got at least another 5 weeks of this, maybe half the season.
Really? Did you
Yeah.
think that much?
Yeah.
Earl, where were you on it?
I liked it. I knew episode 2 would be a setup, and
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought about episode 2.
and it was
also.
a good setup. And then you start to get some of the payoff in episode 3, and the
But-
whole dream thing got resolved.
I kind of feel like a lot of the people that bitch right now about Sopranos haven't followed it from the beginning. It doesn't seem like they understand the flow of the show.
And the people who I think they just want a whacking every week or something
Right,
like
and
that.
that's not what the show is about. It's never been about that.
Yeah, it's always been about the inner dynamic. What's going on in Tony's head and the people
His
around
fucked
him.
up life. Jesus Christ, he's got these big babies, these big monster babies he's got to take care of. His kids are babies. His wife's a pain in the ass. His therapist put on 60 pounds in the last couple of years. His life is not easy.
He has no peace no matter where he turns.
And luckily right now he doesn't have a Gamad, because they're normally a pain in his ass too.
He didn't even get any peace in his coma.
No, his coma was a fucking nightmare as well.
I just remember when Paulie walks in and he just sits down and just starts talking. You just see the heart rate just going up and up and up.
Paulie's driving me fucking crazy. Now, all I thought of last night is I would have fucking handed that briefcase over and walked into hell so fast you wouldn't have believed it. The doctor would only have to say this to my chick. There's no fight in him. There's no fight in him whatsoever. He's trying to die.
We've done everything we could. There doesn't seem to be a struggle.
I'd be one of those guys trying to pull the breathing tubes out of myself. It just, that grosses me out more than anything.
No, but when Paulie was talking
to
him, and then they cut to the dream when he's just begging on the wall at the guy.
Shut up! Like in real life. That's what your subconscious is doing with this guy anyway. Hey, Tony. Tony, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how creepy was it when fucking Tony's in there in the dream going up to that house and he hears those little kids in the trees. Daddy, we love you. Daddy, we love you.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. You know, basically he was hearing his own daughter yelling to him at that time. Come back. She doesn't stop nagging for a second either. She can't keep it together.
I like that line from the nurse. Quit climbing into bed with him.
You know, I kind of agreed with Carmel there. Just fucking do what you're supposed to do. And stop worrying about the way we deal with our family. There's something about that whole hospital and their rules that always gets on my nerves. Let's get on top of this, boys. Let's get on top of this phone thing. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Guys, what's up?
Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, the best Paulie Walnuts had a stellar episode last night.
Yeah, I know everybody likes it when Paulie whacks somebody, but finally he was back in the storyline, too.
Yeah. Well, the best line of the night is when he goes, I won the chin-up contest 3 years in a row. Look at my arm now. Looks like an old lady's pussy.
Well, he didn't say that, but it was close. Hey, Vinny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, question. Towards the end, when Tony didn't even recognize his own cousin in front of that house, isn't that a little weird? Wouldn't he recognize his own cousin?
Well, I mean, you're in like a dream state. And you ever notice, like, when you're in a dream state, you'll, like, say, like later you're telling the story and you're like, oh, Fez, you were in my dream last night, only you were more of a giraffe head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not totally connected. He wasn't really even himself in there. And it wasn't a dream. It was supposed to be some between world. I wouldn't even go so far to say that, you know, it was real or not real. It was just a weird kind of purgatory, but not actually purgatory, since he wasn't dead. Hey, Ken, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I just had a comment about Black Girl's comment when Tony was yelling at the wall. If you actually listened, it was Paulie's voice muffled in the wall he was yelling at. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Paulie somehow got through to bring him out of the coma.
Hey, Jack, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on? I'm actually calling. Remember when Finn basically came back in and Vito started fondling his arm and basically traced it back down? I'm wondering where the hell that's going to end up going. Because if he's gonna
You know where it's going. Yeah.
Meadows' fiance, you know, shit's going to go down.
You know, if Vito got the, it's good news, bad news. Good news is you're finally going to have a part on this show after all these years of being a glorified extra. Bad news is you're sucking balls and you're getting shot in the fucking head.
You'll be working with Finn in the next few scenes.
866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here's Derek. Derek, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
I want to ask you why the hell anybody want to watch that shitty show anyway when they could be watching something like Bill O'Reilly or the Golden Girls.
There you go. Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Here is Eric. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah.
I just want to tell you that in the credits they listed Steve Buscemi as just man, so it may not have been supposed to be his cousin after all.
Well, I mean, yeah, it definitely wasn't. It was this weird thing that was going down. Here's Fred. Fred, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, man.
Back. Hey, there was no shortage of product placement in last night's episode either.
What all did we have last night?
Well, that one scene with Paulie Walnuts cutting out coupons, there was no reason for that whole scene other than to show Band-Aid tooth strips. I'd never even heard of the product, but he was cutting out the coupon for it.
Yeah, and just an extreme close-up of the newspaper there.
There was no other reason for that whole scene.
I was reading an article that because of DVR and TiVo and stuff like that, that you have got to now get really used to product placement because people do not sit and watch commercials anymore. It's the only way you're going to be able to do it. Now, is that something that ever annoyed you, Fez, the product placement?
It annoys me when it gets really obvious. Like the first episode of The Sopranos,
yeah,
where they brought in the Porsche, and Tony actually described the engine and everything to it, that when it goes overboard like that...
You don't think people do that to each other, though, particularly guys, when talking about a car?
No, to me, that just seemed like commercial talk, not conversation.
When people describe a car, they go all the way through it. For some reason, this has always bothered me worse. When somebody would have, like, brand X or some beer can that didn't exist in life, where you would see, like, Archie Bunker would just have a yellow can and it would have beer. That would pull me out of the moment and make me go, oh, yeah, I'm watching the show more than anything else. Here is Dale. Dale, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, okay.
How was vacation?
It was very restful.
Oh, good. Hey, I don't know if you guys had the same reaction as I did last night, but I was screaming at my TV about Vito and Paulie and how the fact they were there to screw over Tony towards the end of the episode.
Well, I don't know. You know, the thing is that all the family, I think what they were saying is all the family stuff gangsters say is just really a lie. It's just really
funny to see how many of these guys end up with bullets in the end of their heads.
Yeah, there's no real love. There's no real togetherness there. It's just all about money and protection.
Hey, you guys are awesome. Keep it up.
Thank you very much. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Manny, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, most of the thing about Paulie was showing how incredibly cheap he is. The guy probably has millions and millions stuffed somewhere, and he lives in a shitty house, clips coupons, and is crying like a baby to give his tribute out, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That is true. None of those guys ever really retire with a bunch of money and things set up. It's just really living day by day, no matter how much money they're making. Hey, Ben, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, on Sopranos, they don't actually take, I read an article about it, they don't take any actual conventional product placement. There was an article like about the Rolling Rock in season 1 that they don't actually take any money for that they do it for the real world feel.
I don't believe that even for a second, Fez.
I don't buy that.
Yeah, I'm sure you're off. Because, there is the opportunity to feel that. But everybody takes product placement. When you see a product in a movie, and Spielberg, I think, does it more than anybody. But if you see a product in a movie, somebody's paying for that. If they happen to go into a Dunkin' Donuts, that's going to cost Dunkin' Donuts some money, or else they're going to walk into a different store.
What was that movie, The Terminal?
The Terminal is, he did the whole thing.
It's just like a big, giant product placement movie.
But he was in a food court, so what bothers you more? To see all the stuff that you would normally see on a mall food court, or to see all kinds of names that you've never seen before, where suddenly it's called the Wiener Schnitzel and all kinds of shit that, like, what the hell is that? Here is Greg. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, this is bizarre. Do you remember the author of the book that Carmela kept reading? Do you remember the cover of the book?
Yeah, I noticed that because there was a couple scenes where they show her reading the book, Sue Grafton's book.
You know what, though, with a commercial, you would never think about that. Now, the next time you go into Barnes & Noble, that's going to pop into your head. I mean, that stuff really works.
Well, they said that this really kind of started with Spielberg with the Reese's Pieces. Remember in E.T. where he was following that? And he was supposed to follow M&M's, and M&M's goes, why would we give you money to be in a movie? So they did the Reese's Pieces. These things jumped up so many goddamn percentage, went up like 400% over the course of this year. At that point on, they started to drift into every single stuff. Subway is in a lot of movies for some reason.
Oh, yeah, there's always someone down in one of those sandwiches. With that book thing from The Sopranos last night, I was wondering how that's going to help, because that Sue Grafton book is S for Silence. It's like a mystery novel, and I was wondering if it would have some sort of Oprah book club effect on that book. See if people started buying that thing up.
Hey, Ray, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, did you guys catch that it was Tony's mom in the house?
Yeah, you were kind of led to believe that. You weren't absolutely sure because, of course, she can go out and play herself.
Well,
but that was the silhouette.
That bitch anywhere.
Yeah, that was, that's not really her. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. I know some of the characters use even some of her phrases now, where the kids will yell "poor you" at each other and stuff. And that was always her stuff. So I guess it's supposed to mean that, she's still looming over that family. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddy, it's Big Ass 22026 checking.
Way to go with school for us.
Yeah, I appreciated Carmela taking a quick look at Vito and Paulie in the elevator, really resenting the fact that they had to give their tribute. So the bubble burst for her.
Well, I don't know whether she ever really believed in that bubble, but when she turned
She
around,
was reminded of it right there.
yeah,
I'll tell you.
yeah. For a
Ronnie,
hold on.
I'm sorry.
For a moment, she actually feels like, how good this is. They're watching out. And when she turned around and saw how sour those bastards were about turning over that cash, it was a sad scene. All right, go ahead, John.
Yeah, the warm and fuzzy was all over. But Ronnie, have you handicapped the over/under yet on Junior getting whacked? How many episodes?
I don't see Junior getting whacked. I really don't. I don't see it going out that way this year. I really don't. What do you think, Fezzi?
I don't think Junior will get whacked. I think you'll see him slip more and more into dementia and stuff like that, and the federal case against him gets dropped. I don't even see the charges of him shooting Tony standing up.
Yeah, but basically he's, got Alzheimer's. I don't know how that would be a crime. He's a fucking retarded old man. I don't know if retarded is the right word to use, but there's something wrong up there. Hey, Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, buddies?
Yeah.
I think Tom Hanks is a whore, and Castaway, that was just one giant promotion for FedEx.
Yeah, it definitely was, but I don't think Tom Hanks goes out and gets this stuff himself. I think it's more about the, movie company themselves.
He had the Terminal movie, and then he got that. It's just a little crazy, I thought. That's all.
All right, see you later. I don't know. I got to tell you the truth. The product placement thing doesn't bother me at all, particularly if it takes place in some of these smaller movies that I know it's rough for these guys to make their budget or whatever, and if they can get some money to get up and moving, I don't have any problem with it.
I think it's something like American Idol, where you see those giant Coca-Cola cups sitting there on the desk.
Right.
Eventually, that's going to become so commonplace where you don't notice the Coca-Cola sitting there even when they're drinking it. The Coca-Cola's going to have to find something else to work into that product placement.
Well, the thing about Coca-Cola is you would really notice if suddenly next week it was Pepsi.
Right.
But the thing that's really funny is none of us ever think, hey, the three of them are sitting there enjoying a Coke. You know they're saying water, because sometimes they'll say, well, I need a drink of water, and they'll just fucking pick up the big Coke cup and drink out of it. Here is Josh. Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I was just going to say that most of this product placement you see, everywhere around you is product placement. I mean, everything society is reflected by advertising. It's not like it's anything unusual, really.
Yeah, it's true. I am walking around New York. I'll look up and I'll see posters for albums or whatever in a shoe store. And I'm always thinking, is that costing somebody? Is somebody coming by, throwing them a little something, or are they getting free albums out of it? I have no idea how it works.
Love the show, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, even if you walk down the street, even on construction sites, you'll see ads for shows. You'll see ads for albums that are coming out.
Now, is that just more like, hey, I'm going to put that up on my own? But I'll see stuff in store. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll put it up in their window, and it'll be about an album that's coming out or a film that's coming out, and it has nothing to do with that kind of business.
No, like Friday I went to Burger Joint, and I'm noticing now. I noticed now that the posters that were on the wall, there's a section where it changes every week, and they'll have something new on it now because now they're plugging the new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Shyamalan and Ding Dong. Why don't you do this? Go to Burger Joint and say to them, do me a favor here. Let me know what's going on. Is it my part of this? When were you at Burger Joint? I never get invited anymore since Fez's you-know-what.
Heart attack.
No,
I need you to leave right after work, Fez, so I can go out with these bastards.
Yeah,
because they're waiting until I leave, and then they're going out.
It was just kind of spur of the moment.
Yeah, sure it was. Sure it was. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I think the best product placement was the Seinfeld episodes when they did like the Junior Mint and the Snapple, because they would actually make the product placement like part of the joke. They wouldn't try to hide it.
Yeah, and with Seinfeld, Snapple actually took off because of Seinfeld, they say. That became a brand name after Seinfeld.
And the official soft drink of New York City.
But they used to have a lot of cereals. You would actually see actual cereals on Seinfeld. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Hey, buddy.
Two things. First of all, my wife used to work for Post, and believe me, those Post cereals that the Sopranos are always eating, that costs money. That's no coincidence. From Post cereals, I mean, it costs them a bloody fortune to do that.
Now, is there any opportunity, you think, where somebody puts up money, and you know how they'll go back and edit scenes? What happens if that scene gets edited out? Now suddenly you got to go back and pay them?
That's a good point. I have no idea. But the same thing happened. The guy was just talking about Seinfeld. After, in the final, 3 or 4 seasons, he had nothing but Post cereals lined up on his shelf.
Yeah, he would always, he would have the open cupboard, and all you would see was the cereal boxes, and he would have 9 or 10 of them.
Right.
It looked like a department store in there.
Hey, I got one other question for you. I got a friend of mine who's got a theory that Meadow's going to take over the family.
No, it ain't going to happen because they follow along by what really happens, and I don't think we've ever been where a mafia head was a chick, right?
Right. That's my feeling, but
no, I would feel more comfortable with Meadow running things than that fucking long-haired idiot son of his. It's a fucking retard. All right, thank you very much. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez.
Yeah, that AJ, he'll end up going down in a blaze of glory by doing something stupid.
Now on the Ron and Fez show, we only use one product placement. I'm not saying what it is, but I just want to say thank you, Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve is our product placement. Or else he really places products with us.
It's always nice to get mail from Dr. Steve.
It's like having an aunt. It's like having a lovely aunt in Tennessee. Roy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, welcome back.
Yeah.
I've got the worst product placement ever in a movie.
All right, give it to me.
Blade Trinity. There's a big, a montage scene where Snipes and Jessica Biel are getting ready to attack the vampire headquarters. And they're loading guns, and they're polishing knives. And then right in the middle of it, for no reason, there's a shot of Jessica Biel downloading songs onto an iPod.
I have no idea. I didn't see I've seen the film, but I don't remember it at all.
Oh, it's an awful film. But
well, first of all, something happened with Blade, where as it went on, he started to become Terminator. Because I kind of like the first Blade, but I feel like he himself just got crazy.
Yeah, Blade, that last Blade, you could tell they were trying to pass it off to a younger generation and a jokier generation of vampire killers.
Well, not all of them were trying to pass it off. I guarantee you the star had no idea that they were passing it off because he was pissed after he even heard about that. Here's Nice Girl. Nice Girl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, how are you?
Ah, you're a nice girl from a nice family. How are you today?
Well, I'm a nice girl. I'm a chef.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, I might be a nice girl, but I'm actually a nice girl. But anyway.
Oh, I see.
Nice
Our
girl,
phone guys.
get it?
Yeah, okay,
And
nice
also,
girl.
May I say, mahabone, my brother.
Mahabone.
I have no clue what that means, but I hear you guys say it, and I've always wanted to say it.
Thank you. Go ahead, darling.
Anyhow, I don't know if y'all have noticed at the movies now, this makes me nuts. 20 minutes of commercials before the movie starts, and the movie never starts on time anymore. It's the damn commercials. I think they call it the 20. You have now seen the 20, and they talk about TV shows. They talk about different products. It makes me crazy.
Now, does the 20 mean 20 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's like 20 minutes before the previews start.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes of hell as far as I'm concerned.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever polished off your popcorn before the actual movie ever starts? That is my worst thing.
No, I haven't polished off my popcorn because I'm a food sneaker. I take my own food into the movie.
Oh, I could never.
And then I just kind of dole it out during the good parts. So.
What kind of food do you take in?
Oh, I take all different kinds of things. Let's see, we went to see V the other day, which I loved, absolutely loved, and I took brownies. Usually I'll take something that, I've made at home, or I'll take something chocolate.
I can never eat, substantial food. Like, I was in not too long ago, a guy's eating a salami sandwich. I could smell it all the way down.
Oh, God.
I never could have, I never want a hoagie when I'm at that. I always... like fucking Pavlov's dog, what I really want is popcorn. And I don't eat it any other time in my life.
They serve full meals now at a movie theater.
Yeah, I don't play that game.
Like chicken fingers and fries and a large Coke and the whole deal. I'm like, just give me a bucket of popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you go to one of those brew and pizza movie houses, you ever been to one?
Yeah,
of them?
sure.
Oh no, I love them. They're so much fun. And it's odd because you would think that people would be more disrespectful of movies there. But they're actually more respectful for some reason. Maybe it's because they got their mouth full of food. I don't know.
Well, there are a couple. Two Boots has one downtown, and they I'm okay with seeing old films in there or whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't want to see a brand new film sitting in that environment.
Well, yeah, because the screens are smaller. And
right.
I mean, you can go to somebody's house with a plasma TV now and see that, but I still kind of find it very tribal, very communal.
I agree with you. I thank you very much, Knife Girl.
All right, thank you.
Mahabone,
Bye,
darling. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Those cinema draft house Fezzies, I don't want to see a 6-month-old movie. That's my problem with them.
Yeah, it's like they've taken the drive-in and moved it indoors. It's that old of a film, and you're like eating a whole pizza like you would be in your car.
You know, Earl, you being from Queens, have you ever been to a drive-in in your life?
Yes, I have.
Oh, have you?
I was 5 years old. We saw a double feature.
Yeah.
We saw Race with the Devil with Peter Fonda and Jaws.
Now, my kids have never seen a drive-in, and I had no idea that until they told me not too long ago. They're just not around anymore. And it was such an experience when I was younger.
They've been turned into either like flea markets or churches.
Carl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ron.
Yes.
How's it going, Ron? I just wanted to talk about the product placement on The Apprentice.
That's all that show is now. Now it's like you need to do a commercial for somebody.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest abusers of product placement. Even in his buildings, when you go to buy one of his apartments, there's Dove soap everywhere. There's all of those products are all over.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that show is just really about the marketing business anymore. It's not really about being in the real estate or whatever. It's just marketing.
Yeah, and then they even tell you at the end, to learn more about Dove soap, go to dovesoap.com.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, I wanted to just mention how Apple is the biggest product placement whore in the world. They're on you'd think there was never another computer besides Apple.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes them whores, because it's their job to get people to know their product. I don't know if you could ever say a product sold out.
Yeah, and most people use PCs, so they got to plug Macs because it's the competition.
Now, Earl, do you even remember when the term sellout was out where people didn't want to see that, like particularly with rock bands, that you don't want to there was a time where you wouldn't go there and see American Express presents the Rolling Stones. And people used to get so pissed off about that. And they used to think about backlash. And now, none of the young guys care. You know, Jay-Z comes in going, how do I get a sneaker deal? How do I get a beverage deal? How am I expanding the brand? It doesn't even bother them for even a second.
I remember when MC Hammer took the Pepsi deal, the rap community lost its mind. He said, oh, he's the ultimate sellout, because I think he won an award once, and he was like, it's time for a celebration, and they all whip out Pepsi cans and start drinking it. But, yeah, he signed a deal with BK. They said he sold out. Now it's just commonplace.
Yeah, and now it's not even brought up. There's not even a speed bump for it. It's basically where you work for it. And then I remember, like, during the 92 Olympics, there was a situation with Michael Jordan where he said he would not wear, when he went up to pick up, he did not want to wear the warm-up suit because it had Reebok's logo on it, and he made all of his money from Nike. And they were going, you know, Michael, you know, this is an American thing. It's not a Reebok thing. He was putting the corporation above the team in a way because the team wasn't paying him. The corporation was probably paying him more than the Chicago Bulls. Finally, he wraps an American flag. They had to come up with this idea. You wear the suit, but you wrap the American flag around yourself so no one can see the logo.
Yeah, so they don't have to put duct tape across it while he's standing on the podium.
But do you know how many guys out there, between their shoe deals and all, it's probably more than they're making playing for the Dallas Cowboys. Here is Kevin. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, the best product placement I saw was for the Little Debbie snack cake in the Fez Watley story.
Little Debbie snack cakes.
Just piles of Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pies everywhere.
Maybe what we ought to do when we do bits, we ought to try to see if somebody will do product placement. Where we go, look, we do these bits, we think they're funny. We're looking for is a partner, a corporate partner that we can make things happen with.
Maybe the Gumshoe Gang enjoy some Sunny D when they're done.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
Worst product placement ever, Terminator 3, during the car chase scene when the tractor trailer goes out of control and they just pause on the side of the tractor trailer where it says Xenadrine.
I don't remember that one. That was a while ago. Do you remember it, Fez?
I remember that scene, but I don't remember the name on the side of the truck.
I wonder who started the product placement gimmick. We talked about it before with E.T., which would have been about, 82? But I wonder if anybody was doing it before then.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, because you used to have those scenes where, like, if someone was drinking a can of soda or beer, the hand would be strategically placed over the label.
Like they didn't want people to see.
Like, almost like it was illegal if you got to see the name brand.
I just remember all the fake brands, and it always annoyed me.
Wouldn't Bond movies kind of count as product? Because they always mention the brand name of the car. Was it Aston Martin?
Now, that's interesting. Did they get money for that? Because that would really make it product placement. Or did that just actually happen? But you're right. I think you could buy, like, some kind of a James Bond fucking, car there. Here's Rick. Rick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys?
Good.
My biggest problem with product placement is if it doesn't match what the character is doing. You get like a guy who's like a wine connoisseur or something, yet he's drinking some really cheap bottle of wine. If they're going to do product placement, they got to have it with the character.
Right. So, like, if you're watching Frasier, he can't be drinking MD 2020 and acting like this is delicious.
That's exactly right, because he's a wine guy.
Now, I read in this article, what's the one, Fez, with the fortune teller on TV? She's got the show. She's like a psychic.
Oh, Medium?
Medium, yeah, that's the name of it. They had a deal where they had to keep talking about a movie, that geisha movie.
Oh, Memoirs of a Geisha.
Yeah. So the deal was, it's got to be mentioned 3 times. So at different times, they had to be talking about, you know what? This is just like in that movie, Memoirs of a Geisha. And then later, people were going like this. You know what? I just saw Memoirs of a Geisha. It's fucking unbelievable. It's a great picture. So they had to keep working in how great this flick is.
I wouldn't be able to do that for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Never mind squeezing it into an hour drama.
I like it. I have no problem with it at all. I like it a lot. Here's Terry. Terry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, love the show.
Yeah, it is good. Just tell him Fez that over the vacation.
Well, I got a little product placement deal. My wife runs a convenience store.
Okay,
and the little penny trays that are on the counter that says cigarette ads on them, like Winston or Camel.
Right.
We just replaced it. She thought it was kind of ugly. She replaced it with a little gold bowl for pennies anyway. But they came in the next month. The cigarette people will come fill it up and just absolutely threw a fit. They pay $1,100 a month to have that penny tray with their name on it on the counter.
In that one store?
In that one store. So she got a whole boatload of trouble just for taking it and putting some cute little penny tray up there.
So whatever you see in the store like that, because I don't know whether you've been to the doctor's office, but whenever you come back has, Viagra written on it, he gives you something that has different corporations' names written all over it. It has nothing to do with what you're actually getting.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that they said whatever's on the counter that has their product on it, she just can't remove it and put it's there for a reason. They get paid to have that up front so people can see it.
All right, so she doesn't own the store. She was just working there.
That's right. She manages the store.
Uh-huh.
They didn't tell her that. Then they came in and called the office, and they jumped all over and said, you just can't take those down and put something cute up. We get money for that.
I know that, like, Coca-Cola kind of pays for where they go in a store. And that's why you only see Coke and Pepsi on the kind of soda aisles. And that's why there's not a third cola after all these years, because they spread the wealth and they make sure that they take all the good spots on the aisle. It's unbelievable when you're thinking about it. They're in the sales business, and yet they're paying money out for where they go.
I never thought of that before, where they'll put a display at the end of an aisle, not actually in it.
Right.
I always thought that was just, we've got too much Coke to put on the to put in the shelves. We got to stack it up here at the end of the aisle.
Why would they? When these people, you don't see it for anything else. That's an advertisement. You're walking past an advertisement right there. Everything is, and let me tell you something about the advertising business. They don't fucking stop. It is nonstop. How can we get into people's heads? What can we do? If I hear the word branding again in my life, I'll go out of my fucking mind. It's unbelievable.
Wasn't TiVo talking about some technology? You know how people fast forward through the regular commercials?
Right.
Where you hit your fast forward button, but some advertisement comes up and stays on the screen while you're fast forwarding through.
Yeah.
So you're still getting that billboard in your face.
Yeah, it's like a little flip card there. And it's a way for TiVo to say, hey, you don't have to sit through the commercials anymore to give you another commercial.
I know on some DVDs they have like either trailers or commercials at the front of it, and you can't skip past it. You have to sit through it. You can't just skim through it and go.
Yeah, that drives me nuts.
Drives me crazy.
Yeah, you can't. And it's normally when the things first come out. Then you're forced to watch previews for other films and stuff like that. See, the thing is this: I don't mind so much of mass advertising. What gets to me is now they want to know exactly who you are and what you want, and go after you in particular. Where, like Fez, they'll be able to watch because of your TiVo or your cable what kind of shows you watch because of the way you're on whatever sites you go to on the internet. They're able to go, these are his interests. So they'll go, here's a guy, and it seems like he likes wrestling, he likes this. Let's aim this kind of products at him. So maybe you'll get a Hulk Hogan commercial sent to you, and I'll get a fucking Marty Scorsese. It's bizarre when you think about it.
It's getting very close to that scene in Minority Report where Tom Cruise walks into the mall and the commercials are addressing people individually as they come into the store. Are you here to buy more jeans?
Yeah, because they do recognize you. And people don't fucking care about this. When they put up that most of the places that you're going in the city anymore, you're being fucking watched. People don't care about that. When you go on TV and you're fucking playing around with your cable, they can tell what shows you're watching. When you're on the internet, they know what you're doing. And we used to worry about Big Brother, thinking it's the fucking government. It's the corporations are Big Brother. Then you look into who owns the government. It's the fucking corporations anyway.
That TiVo thing, it's watching you constantly. When it knows something like the Janet Jackson Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction was the highest TiVo'd moment in history of the machine, they know exactly what everyone's stopping and rewinding on.
Ryan, you're Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. The best place for product placement is like auto racing, like NASCAR and things like that.
Yeah, those guys basically... It's like a Little League team, only on fucking assets. It just goes on and on and on. And then those guys, those NASCAR guys, will really go and support the products. Where they're like, I can only go to this place because that's being part of the team. That's really bizarre to me. But they're absolutely that way.
I think it was like mid-'70s, early '80s. What was that, Mellow Yellow? Was the drink? And you just see the guys wearing these big yellow jumpsuits with the yellow mellow, and then when they would win a race, they wouldn't drink champagne or milk. They open up this big vat of mellow yellow and they're just sucking it down like it's water.
This is the other thing about the NASCAR fans. It's just bizarre to me. My uncle was always into it. He would always brag over whose merchandise was moving faster. Where he would be fucking happy if his favorite racer fucking sold out of T-shirts. I mean, like, why do you give a shit? The popularity thing was so big for him. Hey, let's take a break here. We'll be back in just a few moments. We are back from vacation. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Big party coming up this Saturday night, April 1st. Ron and Fez at AOL.com if you need any information on it. Ron and Fez at AOL.com.
We're going to be at McFadden Saturday night. That's in New York City on 2nd Avenue between 42nd and 43rd Street. Party starting right about 9 o'clock.
I heard from one of our ex-girlfriends, and she's showing up. And she doesn't want anybody to know, but it's going to be a shocker for you, Fez.
Oh, nice.
I'll just say this. If I was you, I'd tell Rory to show up. Maybe Rory would like to see her.
Interesting.
Back in just a few moments, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
from the vacay. 866-766-0339. Fez, you see this lacrosse story? I think somewhere down south. Is it Duke?
Yeah, it was the Duke lacrosse team. Members of that team being accused of rape after a party goes bad.
Party goes bad. A couple of dancers show up. I don't know, this is going to make you furious, so I want you to already hold on. So a couple of dancers show up. They thought they were going to be dancing for 5 guys at a bachelor party. Turns out that there's, 25, 30, maybe even more guys. Immediately, the guys start to yell racial slurs at the chicks and then apparently have their way with them. Now, because of this, 46 members, they're accused of rape, 46 members of the team have to submit DNA testing.
Yeah, to try to siphon through and see exactly what got left on the strippers.
And how do they come up with that? How do they have to say, if you just happen to be on a team, you have to do that? That seems like you better show up with some better evidence than that before you make a guy have to jack into a fucking milk can.
I know, it seems really odd. 46 guys off of the Duke lacrosse team have to go in there and submit samples now.
Even though they said only about 20-some were there.
Yeah, so I guess they can't tell who's who, so everyone's going to have to suffer in this one.
Here's where we are right now. This is going to eventually cost us bachelor parties. Because, let me just point this out. I know when you get fucked up, you want to make some moves. But when it's a bunch of guys and one chick, or maybe 2 chicks, never works out in hindsight. Something always gets carried away. I know she might seem like she's into it at the time because she's a little fucked up. But something always smells. And then you got to, see your chick and your parents and explain to them how you got your knob done and how it's not your fault.
The stripper's idea of going to the bachelor party, that's her job. That's her work. And she's like, if I can go in there, dance, maybe up to an hour, I get my check, I get my cash, and I'm going home. That's all that's on her mind.
I don't know how to tell you this, Fez. Not always. Sometimes, I've been to these parties, they want to make a little extra money. I know that you may see it as a professional job. But let me just tell you that some of these girls that do this work are a little sketchy.
I know one of the last bachelor parties I went to, the stripper actually took off out of the place when the groom got set on fire. It just got too weird for her, and she took off.
Was that a male stripper? When you say she, do you mean transgender? Hey, Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a lacrosse coach, and, there really hasn't
I got my own radio show.
There really hasn't been a lot of bad talk about lacrosse players, but, this might ruin a lot of reputations.
First of all, people don't even know most places have a lacrosse team.
This
so
is true, man.
Take this as good news.
Well, it is bad for the sport, but just saying that the town is rallying around the Duke lacrosse team. They're protesting a lot of this stuff, saying that the
That's
strippers...
shocking. Someplace down south would jump in on the side of the guys more than the black dancers. The white guys over the black dancers. I'm shocked that the community was willing to do that.
We appreciate your support.
Thanks a lot, Fezzy.
All right. Fezzy, what were you doing there? Was that a southern accent?
No, that was the preppy yuppie accent of the white lacrosse players.
Hey, Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, you said you have to jack into a cup, but it's really not that tough anymore. They just swab the inside of your mouth.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how it's done. Personally, the whole fucking DNA testing thing, it makes me a little nervous because I don't know how it goes down.
Wouldn't they have to swab inside her mouth to get the DNA samples?
No, DNA doesn't just always mean cum.
Oh.
That's his point. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Hey, Marky, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I'm just wondering, you guys just got back from vacation. Was Fez anywhere near Duke University last week?
Did not make it near Duke. Thank you, Marky. Appreciate it.
Another story out of Texas. Now, these guys got busted for public intoxication, basically, right? But when this goes down, Fezzy, they happen to be sitting in a bar. This is where you fucking mad mothers against drunk drivers have taken us now. It used to be men could drink, go home, as long as they didn't get in any trouble. Nobody cared. Since this has been a gradual going after people, these guys from the Liquor Control Board are coming into bars, testing people, and if it shows that you're intoxicated, you get arrested.
Yeah, so now you get it on the public intoxication charges, not the DUI or anything like that. Just being out in public drunk. Unfortunately, you're in a bar, which should be a safe haven if you're drinking.
They say just because it's a bar doesn't mean that you should be drunk. You're having a drink. There's nothing illegal about that, they say. But you can't be publicly drunk. Now, when did a fucking bar be considered in public? The second they started telling us we can't fucking smoke there. It's like every little fucking thing they keep taking away from us. Just pussifying the country until there's no more. Until there's no fucking more. And act like, well, this is just one small town. It happened in Northern Virginia when Fez and I were down there. Guys were sitting in a bar doing this, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, getting hammered. Some people want to get fucking high. And they're not out on the street. They weren't sitting out on a swing set outside the elementary school. They were in a dark bar, staring into scotch, trying to forget their problems. Trying to forget the things they did in their life. But that's not good enough for these people. They come into that fucking hole after you. I'm telling you, sooner or later, there's going to be a revolution because people want to fucking have a little bit of fun.
There's absolutely nothing to do in a bar anymore. If you can't drink and can't smoke, no one's going to go in a bar just to sit on uncomfortable stools.
Fez, we should have drawn the line with that Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Because if you give a little, you fucking keep giving. They'll never stop you. It drives me fucking crazy.
What do you expect happens in a bar? That's part of what... I don't even drink, but you go to a bar, you expect to smell like cigarettes and smell of alcohol.
And if you go into a biker bar, you're going to get your ass kicked. That's why it's up to you when you walk into. If you walk into a dive bar, you know you're rolling the fucking dice. But that's what guys used to do in this country. Hey, Craig. Craig, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Craig.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pal.
Hey, man. I live in Texas, and not only on the local news, man, not only were they arrested in there, they were arrested in a hotel, and they had a room in the hotel.
Yeah, they were not even going to drive home, Fezzy.
No, they weren't.
They knew that they were going to get so fucked up that the most they could do was take an elevator.
Hell yeah, I would too if I had a damn room upstairs.
Yeah, it is out of control right now. It's out of control. Hey, Dan. Dan, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, it's nothing better than watching a drunk, even if you're not drinking. At least you can hear the guy screaming, "She had sex with my landlord, and my daughter doesn't want me to marry." Ah!
Here is Jerry. Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I was in Dallas. They arrested this lady inside the hotel bar. I was there. They arrested her. They come around. They make you even have a liquor card. You have to have fill out a card and carry with you and show the waiter whenever you order a drink in Dallas.
You know, Fezzy, and this is why, like you're saying, anti-gun law. I want a fucking gun because I think if you have a gun and you're in a fucking bar and they come in there and try to arrest you, you've got to defend yourself at this point. You've got to defend yourself. It's getting insane. They fucking want your heart and your soul. Here is Sean. Sean, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy. It's good to have you back.
It's great to be back.
Tell Black Earl he did a good job on the best of last week.
Earl, I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing bad things. So
it was variety. He gave us some variety.
All right.
And
I mean,
it's not. They weren't all Black Earl clips, so that was good.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, here in Kansas, and I know that actually if you look into a lot of states' liquor laws, they're going to be very similar, just people in the bars don't necessarily know it. I ran a bar for a couple years, and if a customer is visibly drunk, if they've gotten intoxicated, you're supposed to stop serving them right there because they are breaking the law at that point. But they don't actually stand behind that law. But what's happening in Texas now is really scaring a lot of the bar owners around here, and I'm sure all over America, because if this trend continues, needless to say, a lot of people are going to just sit at home and drink. But another point on this is they can actually go as far as if you are in the bar and you actually become drunk and you leave and you go crash your car into a bus full of nuns, they can go back to the last bar you were at, go to the last bartender that was serving you, and actually charge that bartender with a crime of I don't know exactly how they word it, but it's helping you get too intoxicated.
I've never heard about the crime. I know that the bars have been sued before and have lost. But does that also happen with the waitress, or is it the bartender mixing the drink?
They can actually take down. They can go if they want to go in and be big assholes about it. They can actually find out what waitress or waiter was serving you. Then the bartender themselves, because it's the job of the staff of that bar to maintain civility in the bar or whatever. So they can actually go and hit everyone. But it comes down to the bartender is the one who was pouring those drinks. And they put the fear of God in us about that.
I know, and this is what drives me nuts. Now you take a guy with my problems. I go into a bar. I'm gonna fucking be drinking a while. If I'm in there, and everything's going to maintain. If Earl happens to come in the same time as me, he's never drank in his life, 2 drinks, he might be blotto. Why is it up to a waitress or a bartender trying to figure out who can handle drinks and who can't handle drinks? She's not a psychiatrist. She doesn't have a machine hooked up to people. Why are we trying to make everybody else responsible or the state responsible? Drives me nuts.
Yep, you got it, buddy. Thank you, and good to have you guys back.
See you later.
Thanks, Sean. In the case in these Texas arrests, a lot of times it's not even like the agents just all of a sudden storm into the bar like they're cops in uniform and we're going to start checking people. These are agents that have sat there at the tables.
Undercover.
Yeah, with patrons sitting there waiting for them to get drunk and then doing the breathalyzer test on them.
Well, guess what? You go into any bar I've ever been in my life, and I guarantee you one fucking person's going to be drunk. Because why else would I be going there? For the fucking potato skins? That's not happening. I'm trying to forget my troubles.
But the skins are so dry and hard.
I've done some horrible things, and I want one night of asteroids and forgetfulness. Here's Bill. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, when are they going to start giving breathalyzers after people take communion?
After they take communion. I've seen you up there twice. I think you're trying to get high.
It's right there on your breath. They'll be stopping you before you get back in your pew.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Fuzzy. That's what started it. And then everybody gave in because you hear about a kid getting killed and you feel fucking sad. You feel sad, and there's no way that the senators and congressmen could say no to these people. But the fact of the matter is they take fucking rights away from everybody else, and we gave it away. That's what fucking drives me crazy. We fucking gave it away.
Talking about the latest case in Texas where the Alcohol Commission going into bars, 36 arrests in one night, just going into bars finding drunk people.
Ronnie, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. Last October on Halloween night, I was serving a buddy of mine. I'm a bartender at this huge bar down here.
Radio show.
And he goes down the road about a quarter mile and hits some guy and knocks his leg off. So it's a pretty big deal. And so for the next 2 months, I got questioned by everybody's insurance. I got questioned by the police, and they were looking dependent on me because they said I was the one that was serving them.
Right.
And they were looking to fuck me up, but
this took place where? At your house?
No, this was at a bar called Floribama.
Oh, well, that sounds like a fucking bar I wouldn't walk into. Floribama.
Oh yeah, it's a great one.
It sounds like a place where you could get your ass kicked.
Sounds like it's the worst of both states.
So, and you know those insurance guys, they hire fucking detectives, and it's unbelievable how fucking cranked up they'll get.
But God, man, they come in with the worst. Like the questions are just so loaded.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear anything about anything but what they want to hear about. How they can pay somebody less.
And you're just going like this. You know what? I'm in the weeds. I got fucking a bar with goddamn 30 people sitting on it. I got 8 fucking waitresses. How are you supposed to sit there and monitor everybody's ability to handle their booze?
Honestly, I don't really give a shit anymore. I just, like somebody looks a little hammered.
Yeah.
We, just fucking take them into the ground. Throw them the rest of the way to, take them all the way down.
All right, so
Send
now
them home in a cop car.
So now your thing is, if someone does get drunk, you've got to fucking beat them up. That's what happens at the Floribama Bar. That's the state that we're in right now.
What a crowd! I bet they're getting on spring break.
Here's I'm gonna guess Dave because I can't go by what my phone screener's up to today. Hi, you're on Ron and Fez. You had a Q in the middle of your name, Dave.
Hey, welcome back.
That's me. Go ahead.
Hey, Mothers Against Drunk Driving actually helped fund when Florida went smoke-free because they were trying to crush the bars, and if you crush the bars, you crush drinking. But what the hell do they have to do with smoking?
I have it's just become the fucking no-fun zone, where the USA is now no-fun zone whatsoever. And because, here's what you got to understand. When you take away the fucking rights of smokers, you're taking away some of your rights, even though you don't smoke.
That's right.
You don't realize
giving it away.
You're giving this shit away, and no one gives a goddamn anymore. No one cares at all.
And who's going to stand up against a group called Mothers of Drunk Driving, like you said?
Right, because, it's a sad thing. But you know what? We could have worked it out somehow. I mean, obviously people want to get drunk. 2, they got to fucking get home. You cannot leave your car somewhere every night. There's got to be a way to do it. What are you going to do? If they could somehow maybe work it out where the tow trucks and taxis were working together, where the fucking that they actually were able to, in a cab, tow your fucking car back, maybe people would be into it a little more.
Well, you sleep in the back seat.
It's a new service.
Yeah, something has to happen. All right, thank you very much. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I feel horrible about what happened, but I got to have a fucking drink, too. That's what I'd be saying. Now, because of that attitude, I had to fucking quit on my own. But I still, even though I'm not going to have another drink, I don't want to fucking give up rights. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people want to.
866-766-0339. That's 1-866-RON-0-FEZ.
And I understand that you want your kids to be protected. I get that. But what time do the bars close? 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? What fucking kid is out that time of night? What is he doing? Stealing fucking DVD players? What is he up to that he's running around 3 o'clock in the morning?
It just seems like if you're drinking in a bar, then you're doing the right thing. I mean, the bar's there. It serves alcohol. It seems like you're following all the rules and then still getting in trouble. Like it should be a safe house.
Yeah, it's like getting in trouble for eating in a restaurant. I came in here and I noticed you had fucking 2 main courses and an extra piece of pie.
We're going to have to test your breath for sweetness.
The second that you fucking, everyone's acting like, and it gets into these patriot laws and all that kind of shit, where you're just fucking giving it away. And you don't give it away to one guy. With this patriot laws, you might be saying to yourself, well, I trust President Bush, I voted for the guy. I trust that he's not the only one that's going to be using these fucking laws. This fucking law will be on the books now. And then the next guy, who you may not like, who may be a fucking Clinton or somebody who scares the shit out of you, is going to be running things, looking into your stuff. You better fucking protect these rights while you still have them. Here's Eric. Eric, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
What's up, buddy?
Not much. Welcome back from vacation. Hope you guys had a good time. Hey, we got it really bad up in Canada. Up there, you have to take what's called a smart serve course before you can work in a bar or serve alcohol. And if you have like a wedding or something and somebody gets drunk at the wedding and goes out and kills somebody, you are responsible. They will come back on you for it.
I don't understand this. And let's face it, like with a waitress, no one does that job because they want to. It's not like she says, I really want to go take these courses because I hope someday to be a waitress.
Yeah, but that even goes if you were to have a wedding, Ronnie, in your backyard. And somebody goes out and gets drunk and they leave your party and kill somebody or hit somebody, you are responsible.
You really are crazy if you have people over your house and you serve alcohol to them now, because it's like you're under the same thing as the bar. You're under the same exact problem.
They keep you right under it.
Yeah. Where did this all... Thanks, buddy. Where did this all go down, Fezzy? What town?
Let's see. This was in Irving, Texas.
Fucking Cowboys. They used to have a White House down there where they were banging chicks, doing coke, blah, blah, blah.
We're the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission, the TABC.
I say wide open. I say if you walk into a bar and a guy wants to do heroin, there's the fucking spot for it. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. You want to be with a hooker, enjoy yourself. But take care of it. You yourself, you're responsible.
And it's always under the guise of we're protecting the children, we're protecting this. I mean, and it's like, wait, like you mentioned before.
Fucking wah.
kids, I mean, you got to be 21 just to drink in a bar anyway.
If anyone should stay home, it's those motherfuckers. They should stay home, playing all their video games.
Yeah, they were saying they were doing this under the guise saying it represented an effort to reduce drunk driving. You don't know who's planning on getting into a car, and you don't know what condition a person's going to be by the time they get into a car.
And I know this myself, Fezzy, some people can drive drunk. Some I would even say better. But that's what happens when you give in to that stuff. When you worry and you put safety first, they fucking never stop. Then one day they're going to go, you know what would be better? No drinks. And everyone wears a uniform. And we'll all be happy.
It makes you wonder how many bar fights were involved in this, with someone saying, listen, you got to get a breathalyzer right now from a guy undercover, where it would make it sound like the guy would be joking if he came up to you in a bar you're drinking and said, we have to check your breath right now.
Hey, Sandy, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
I am a member of the Fat Girl Dating Society, and I am mad as hell. And we're going to take this to court.
Dave?
This is my nightmare.
Dave?
I'm never going to get a man.
Dave?
It's hard enough.
Say hi to the Radio Shark.
When will they stop this? When will they stop this, man?
Say hi to the Radio Shark, Dave.
Hi, Shark.
Yeah. Can you learn that voice, though? Can you be Billy Staples?
When someone says they're going to talk about something, and then they just make a different voice.
Yes, that voice is going, hello, I'm a crazy old lady.
That's going to fucking fool you.
It did sound like that when he's on hold. He was like, hi, I'd like to talk about this issue.
That's the voice you should
That's
recognize.
fucking Radio Shark. How come Billy Staples cared and you don't? Ask yourself that. And you was a guy that you used to laugh at Billy. I know that for a fact. Oh, Mr. B, if you ever had me on your team, believe me, I'd give you 100%.
I'm giving 100, 120.
If you're giving 100, that's, I don't know what to say.
I'm giving 200. It's just that I get confused.
You can't give more than 100. 100 is as much as anyone can give.
Then I'll give 3. I'll give 300%. You just can't keep yelling up the percentages.
Hey, bros, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, you guys ought to move down here to Louisiana. We got these things called drive-through liquor stores.
Yeah.
You just pull up to the window like a McDonald's, get you a margarita double in a foam cup with a lid and straw.
Bruce, not to kick you while you're down, but the reason why it's drive-through is the roof got fucking taken off in a storm. That's what happened to it. I can't live down there in Louisiana. Fucking 6 months after the fact, and nothing's gotten straightened out down there.
Yeah, mosquitoes still getting in.
Here's Chuck. Chuck, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how's it going today?
Good, buddy.
Them going after these bartenders and stuff, they're just taking away the accountability of the person that actually chose to drink.
Right.
There's no accountability left in the world.
It's fucking, I'll tell you right now, it's V for Vendetta time. I don't want to go out on a limb here, but we all need to put on masks and start fucking walking down the street because it's insane. It's insane what we've given up in this country. Giving it up gladly. Not have them come in the middle of the night and take it, but giving it up gladly. The fact that you can't smoke in a bar now is just... Let's give up our fucking cocks then. Cocks and balls have to be taken away for our own safety. Hey, Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, there's still a land of freedom, just like Louisiana. It's called Tennessee. I got 4 instances. 3 times in the last year I've been stopped. 2 times heavily intoxicated, 1 time probably legally intoxicated. I looked the cop right in the eye. She asked if I was intoxicated on 1 occasion. I just told her no. I said, I'm fine. She said, how many beers have you had? I lied and just looked her right in the eye and said 3. She let me fly. A friend of mine ran through a neighbor's fence over a doghouse, killed the dog. The cop's taking him to the freaking jail. And the guy gets there. He's told him the story of why he was drinking. You know, the old lady's taking the kid and bringing him for child support. The cop lets him go. And you can stop the Radio Shark. But Ramon, get busy a cock and a butt plug.
Bill, that was a odd story all the way around. Here is Andrew. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, fellas, I want to know when the president's going to intervene. No one's done more drinking in Texas than him.
Yeah, but then he stops. And unlike him, and unlike a lot of people in the program, I fucking still believe it's good for the country. For each person to do what they want to do. And I'll tell you right now, those born-again guys scare the shit out of you. Because they want everybody to be as no fun as them. Earl, there's no drinking down your church, is there?
Well, they encourage. They say don't get drunk, but they'll say if you want to have wine, hey, have wine.
Yeah. You know what? You know who fucking drinks one glass of wine and stops? Women. No guy who's on his way to a buzz decides he's going to fucking throw the brakes on. It doesn't happen that way. And, you know, all the way around with W. And already everyone knows I'm not a fucking fan of the guy. But what happened to the Republican Party being the less government guys? It's the one thing I thought we could depend on with them is that they would, you know, loosen up some of the PC stuff.
It's only on an issue that they don't want to talk about. Then it gets yelled to states' rights. But if it's something like medical marijuana, then they jump in on it.
Why does it have to be medical? Why lie and act like your eyes hurt? Just fucking smoke a joint if you want to smoke one. What is the big deal there? Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hi. That's why I'm going to Amsterdam in a couple of weeks. You crawl from one coffee house to the other. Completely legal. You sit out front.
I understand that, but here's the thing, too. I got to take a shower, and I got to have my fucking women trim up downstairs. I can't be with some big, bushy twat fucking broad. I need them to care a little bit. The hippie stuff only takes me so far, Earl. I'm not going to lie to you about it.
Nice shower. Nice
I'm getting my
trim.
skull done. I don't want to fucking reach down and grab some dreads. It's not going to work for me.
We shouldn't have to walk to freedom in wooden shoes.
I don't want to feel like a Rastafarian's fucking licking my balls, Earl.
That's disgusting.
That's what I'm trying to point out to you. That's the big problem right now. That's where my head's at on this issue. I don't want to get all wound up about it, but I just feel like we're giving up too much. We're giving up way too much. Brian, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a bartender out in Philly, and some of the programs that they were that they teach us, send us through with the insurance stuff.
Yeah.
This one girl had 3 drinks, plowed through like 4 teenagers, killed them all. She got 60 years.
Now, who the bartender did, or the girl who did it?
Well, the girl who plowed through, but they held the bartender liable for like $1.5 million,
Yeah,
something like that.
But here's the thing: the girl who fucking gets fucked up and can't drive, then that's her fault.
Nah, dude, 3 drinks?
Yeah, but she's a fucking non-pussy. I don't know. That's her fucking fault. I mean, let's suppose she had no drinks. You don't know how to fucking drive. You're going to get busted for it. My point is this. Why a guy who is drunk but can get his semi from the fucking bar to home and without hitting anything, what crime has he committed? The crime is when you fuck up.
In his driveway. He made it home safe. Perfect. And then the cop arrested him in his driveway for a DUI.
Yeah, because he was dragging a fucking dog underneath there. I understand what happened.
The sparks off the collar are a giveaway.
Here's Brendan. Brendan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I heard that now, like down south in parts of the Midwest, the cops can swab your mouth to check for marijuana if they pull you over at a check stop or, you know, if you're driving.
First of all, the only one who gets their mouth swabbed by a cop is a chick, and that's how they get let away with a warning, as it's called. Yeah, there you go, honey. I'm going to let you go with a warning.
But it tests if it's, you know, for 48 hours if it's in your system. It could tell.
Let me tell you, a fucking cop puts his finger in my mouth, he better be one big fucking cop. Because I'm biting down on that son of a bitch. You shouldn't. I don't want to get to the point where we're fucking putting our fingers in each other's mouths and act like that's for the good of the country.
It just sounds very Minority Report-ish.
It is Minority Report. And it's because people have this safety thing. They want constant 100% safety. You give up shit when you're safe. It's fucking nothing safe about rock and roll. James Dean wasn't safe. Went in and out quick. Here is Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how's it going?
Good, buddy.
That's good. Up in Canada here, we have ourselves a lot more freedom, it seems, that you guys do down in the South. In the bars up there, we can get completely intoxicated. Nobody says shit to us about it.
Yeah.
A lot of times we even smoking doobies sitting in the bars, and we don't even really get bugged for it. I mean, we can be sitting in a public park or whatever, smoking weed even for that matter, and if anybody ever gets offended and the cops show up, they just ask you to put it out. 9 times out of 10, they don't even take it away from you.
Exactly. I mean, it's not to say that these cops that went out and did this, that is even their idea. You know what I'm saying? They got their job to do like anybody else. They get the call. Here's what you got to fucking do tonight. Go into this bar and put the fear of God into people. And that's what it is. It's the fear of God. Canada, I will say this, you get drunker than anybody I've ever seen in my life. I never seen anyone drink like Canadians.
It's just so cold. You have a right to.
I've seen them drinking in the summer when I was up there. I mean, they could not blame it on freezing weather, Fez. And these people were fucking hammered. They got some strong beers up there. Dana, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dana.
Hi, Dane. Hi, how are you?
I'm Ron. This is Fez.
Yeah, that's great to call. I just want to let you know I'm a Philadelphia cop, and I think the law is a bunch of bull. How they're going in there and just, breathalyzing everybody.
Now, here's what we always wanted out of the Philadelphia cops when I was younger. To take the sticks and beat black people. When you turned on white people is what surprises me. Earl, I'm just trying to tell you how it was. These were different times. This was the 90s.
Was or is?
This was the 90s. Things have changed now. Dana, in Philadelphia, what do you got to do right now for drinking and driving?
Pardon me?
What is it?
It's hard to hear. My phone's in bad shape.
Yeah. Well, why don't you work on the accent and call us back, okay, honey? Lee, go in the house and get me some water. Thanks, hon.
Having trouble with your phone.
Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I want to know, how do you prove I own a bar? I want to know how a cop is going to believe a drunken patron that he came from my establishment.
So you're supposed to say, I never saw that fucking guy before.
Exactly. I never saw him before. If you came in my place drunk, hey, look, I don't know him from a hole in the wall. How are they going to prove that he came from me?
Because I'll tell you how. There are so many cameras on the streets right now that you would not even believe it. And what they can do is recreate everything these people have done all the time. Where most of the time, wherever you go out, if you go somewhere, you're on fucking candid camera.
They know where you're at. And use an ATM or a credit card, something like that. Forget it. Everybody knows your business.
They trace everything. They go into your computer, find out who you talk to, into your cell phones.
Easy Pass, too.
Easy Pass, they've had people down.
Metro cards, all of it.
And all these places are going, we're putting up more and more cameras. Chicago has lined it up. New York, if you're walking around Manhattan, you're on fucking Fox reality show at any time at all. That's all you're really doing with your life.
We're on camera now.
We're on camera right now. You're on camera when you're in an elevator. They have those fucking things. You look up. Doesn't matter where you are.
They put it in places where you think you're alone and you're not.
You're not alone. Fucking Big Brother's watching you. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on? Want to tell you, love, vag, hate Bush. I feel like moving to Afghanistan because is this the land of the free or not? I mean, do they hate us for our freedom, or where are they going with this?
That's the funny thing. We act like they hate us for the freedom. We're getting more and more like Muslims every fucking year. We're like junior Muslims right now.
Eventually, they won't have anything to hate us about.
The
They'll
Taliban
pity us.
taking over here.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I'm out.
Thank you. See you later, buddy. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Jeff, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, didn't the government try this with Prohibition, and all that did was made a bunch of Kennedys rich?
We still have Prohibition, my friend. If you want to buy a fucking joint, you got to go on the underground. You want to pick up some fucking whatever drug you happen to want, you got to go on the underground. So it's not like Prohibition doesn't exist, and there's not like there's less of that now than there was when I was a kid, when I used to fucking hear all the war on drugs. It's not like you've ever done anything.
Yeah, how much are cigarettes now? Like $10 a pack? They keep
They're
raising
like
the price?
$7 in Manhattan. $7 for a pack of cigarettes.
They keep raising it every year, and more people seem to be smoking.
And again, the people that want to smoke, let them fucking smoke. What's in any of your business? You can try to talk them out of it. You don't slap it out of their hands, make them go stand outside.
I didn't even know they changed the name of secondhand smoke now. That's considered re-smoking. You're a re-smoker if you take it in secondhand smoke.
And you know what? I heard this, and I think, I can't say it's 100% sure, because it come off that Penn and Teller show. But they had scientists on there that said the whole secondhand smoke thing is bullshit. That you have to actually smoke to really fucking intake it. You don't fucking get this the same things if you're just near a smoker.
The carcinogens and the taking actually the tar in.
Everyone's a fucking doctor now. I swear to God, if I have to hear one more person's fucking blood count or fucking sugar count, I'm just tired of talking about it all the time.
And I know, I'm not sure how far the law is, but I think they're trying to, in New York City, to ban smoking outside of public buildings. Like when people go outside to smoke, you can't do that anymore.
Right.
They're trying to pass that
It's
law.
chasing them a little further.
Well, what's happening is that when you go outside to smoke, two things are happening. Number one, you're hassling people on the street because all of a sudden some girl's walking by at 1 o'clock in the morning and 10 guys are out there drunk, and she's walking by. She's not part of that environment. In their head, they're still in the drinking environment and they're doing stuff or whatever. Or some other kids are coming by and some shit's starting. And then two is a lot of guys are going out, they're running a bar tab. They go out there, have a cigarette, and go, you know what? Is it really worth it for me to walk back in there and spend $200 on that tab to get my jacket back? I'm going to fucking keep on going. It's lawlessness. They add a law and lawlessness pops up. Here's Jason. Jason, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
Hey, I think what we should do is from 3 to 5 a.m., drunks only on the road. I think we go the opposite way. From 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning, nobody but drunk. Anybody sober gets pulled over and arrested.
All right, unless you got a fishing pole. I mean, if you're not fishing, what are you doing up? Or maybe delivering the paper. You better have a bunch of newspapers, a fishing pole, or a bottle of beer, or else you're fucking going to jail.
Well, I mean, if you have two drunks clash, who really loses?
Thank you. That's exactly the truth. Then those guys have decided I wanted to live my life that way, and that's what they're up for.
It would be like any other travel warning that the government puts out. Like if there's trouble like in a Middle Eastern country, tensions are high, and they put out that warning, don't travel to Libya right now. They would just put it out for those hours of the night. You have been officially warned by your government. You're taking your life in your own hands.
Would that make everybody happy? Would then everybody be able to say, okay, now we get it, we've been warned? Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, on the secondhand smoke issue, actually, I deal a lot in a respiratory business.
Well, I got my own
And
radio show.
patients that I know you got your own radio show. The patients that are actually the people that are smoking a cigarette and they leave their cigarette burning in an ashtray because of the temperature differences, it actually produces more chemicals by sitting there in an ashtray burning than it is when they actually smoke it.
But does it affect the people away? I'm only going by Penn and Teller. I'm only listening to the experts, Penn and Teller, from their TV show bullshit. That's all I know of. Here is Jack. Jack, you're on Ron and Fez. Hold on. Jack, there you go, pal. How are you?
Yeah. Hey, how come the blue-collar workers are the only ones that have to be drug tested, but the government workers aren't? Clearly, they're on drugs.
Well, I'll tell you why, brother. Because if you got money, you got rights. And if you don't have money, you don't have rights. And it's really that fucking simple. Have you ever heard of a CEO that has to take a piss test to see if they're fucking coked up?
Never happens.
It's just the fucking regular guys. And the reason is because you submit. You fucking submit. You give them a little bit at a time, till finally, like, you've got to wear a seatbelt in the car. Fuck you. I'll wear a seatbelt if I feel like it. Why is it up to you? Why is it your worry if I happen to go through a windshield? Just baby talk. All right, we got to take a break here. Back in a few moments. Ron and Fez Show.
The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Brass. Ron and Fez Show. Yeah, buddies. You know, Fezzy, one of the things we didn't catch over our vacation here, Terrell Owens, now a Dallas Cowboy, and I got to give props to where they're due here. The person who called this very early on, Paranoid, and Paranoid said this. He says, you watch. First touchdown he makes, he'll run to the middle of the field and slam the ball down on the fucking star, and everybody will go crazy for him.
So I have that to look forward to this coming season.
That's an excellent call. If you remember, that's where everyone started to hate him, at that Dallas game.
When he was still with the 49ers. Paranoid, nice call. TheCosmicCircus.com is his website.
Yeah, that is a great call. No, you're a guy who doesn't like T.O. Fez. You wouldn't make this move if you were Dallas?
No, I wouldn't make this move. It's just, how much are you going to get out of it before it implodes?
1 year. 1 year, and they got the opportunity to win a Super Bowl this year.
I don't even know if you get a whole year.
How many players do you go, if I sign this guy, we got a good chance of going to the Super Bowl this year? There's not that many players. Earl, would you do it?
Oh, absolutely. This team is offensively now is potent. You got T.O. on one end, you got Terry Glenn on the other end, you got Julius Jones in the backfield. I forgot the tight end's name, who's one of the best in the business. This team is going to be a machine.
It suddenly changes the way you look at the Cowboys, and the whole country is now talking about the Cowboys. When's the last time that happened? Fucking 95.
When Purcell's finally showed up.
And then how long did they talk about him? For 10 minutes?
Then it was gone.
I actually think they've got a shot this year. I really do. I honestly think they've got a shot. I don't think it's a shoo-in. But in the NFC, who else?
Yeah, it's that's fairly wide open there, unless Seattle has another nice season.
No, I'm not seeing it. To me...
It's hard to imagine, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But I like a team that makes a move, takes a risk every now and then. I don't mind it at all.
And they also signed Mike Vanderjagt, one of the most accurate kickers in field goal history, except for the playoffs. But
yeah.
But he's another guy, outspoken. But they answered a need because they had trouble with kickers all last season. They had 3 guys
trying to win the fucking Super Bowl. They're trying to make it to the Super Bowl and win. I gotta give them credit for that. Anything on TV tonight? I gotta get back into my TV schedule.
Let's say it's Monday, so of course there's the 24 fans. So you got your Jack Bauer.
Don't watch that.
For them. Prison Break, that show's on before 24.
Don't watch it.
Deal No Deal. Howie Mandel, the regular night, is Monday night.
I just call that Open the Briefcase, and it's not all that exciting of a show to me.
And, of course, you got Apprentice, still struggling, and that new Julia Louis-Dreyfus sitcom is on Monday night.
Which I heard that's a hit, huh?
That is doing well for her, The New Adventures of Old Christine. So that's doing good. Tomorrow night, I'll be checking this out on BET. It's called The Down Low Exposed. So it's kind of a documentary about black gay men in America. And just how it's harder to be a gay man in America if you're black. It makes it that much more difficult being gay.
You tell that to Little Richard.
And this is about...
Actually, Little Richard never really came out and said that he was gay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he never
How
admitted
many black guys actually say that they're gay? I'm trying to think. There's, Michael Jackson would never admit it.
Right.
I'm trying to think if there is a...
Marsalis on Big Brother.
Yeah, that's very good. Marsalis on Big Brother. But what about a famous guy?
I can't think of anybody who just came out and said they were openly gay. I know there was a big news.
Earl, would you like to make an announcement today?
But I'm not.
I don't see you with any women.
I'm afraid to say those 3 words because I know it'll be a sound clip.
That would just pull the knot out of it?
Yes.
But are you?
No.
But you know what? Here's what I want you to understand. In your community, maybe it's rougher. Is it rougher in the black community?
Absolutely.
Well, you're accepted here, Earl.
This is your community.
But I'm...
Ron and Fez.
I'll give you the nickname Darky Homo if you want, and still treat you like a brother.
I am...
On music today, Darky Homo.
Oh, look who's on the line here. It's our friend Hot Liz. Hey, Liz.
Hey, guys. I only have like 2 minutes because I'm at school and I left the kids in the room.
Good.
But I just wanted to tell you how excited I am to see you guys on Saturday.
You're coming out Saturday night?
I absolutely am. I've missed you so much. I'm so excited.
We miss you, too. I can't wait to see you.
Yes. All right. Well, I will see you then.
All right.
Take care.
By the way, I'm bringing Darky Homo with us, too, so it's the whole gang will be there. Talk to you later, Liz.
Looking forward to it.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, we'll see you at McFadden's this Saturday. It's on 2nd Avenue in New York City at 42nd Street.
Going to be a lot of fun if you need to find out anything about us. By the way, because it's on April 1st, and Eastside Dave, this is your gig, by the way. You put this one together. Everyone is going, is this just an April Fool's joke?
No way, baby. This is the real deal.
I know, but I'm pointing it out to you. Do you know that when you lined it up for April 1st, that people would think they're not coming?
No, I at least will be there, drinking heavily.
Fez and I are going to be there, you idge.
Why would you add to that?
Well, we're all going to be there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Maybe not.
Seriously, don't fuck around like this. This is your gig.
No, I'm
Seth,
totally
you're
kidding.
on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
What about Arthur Ashe?
Arthur Ashe, what?
He was, didn't he come out and say he was
No.
gay? He never did?
No, he got AIDS from a blood transfusion.
Oh, see, I have no idea.
See, now people who aren't gay are being accused.
Maybe this is what they fear in the black gay community.
Yeah.
I heard 50 Cent actually came out last week, though.
All right, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point, Earl. If you're talking about guys who have sex in prison, I would say black guys are into that more than white guys. Because the black guys at least are on the giving end, where white guys, it's not like you were ever in prison and you go ram your ass into somebody's dick thinking, hey, it's the only way I can get by over the next 10 years. So where do they go on that, Earl? What do they have to say about that?
Nah, I think a lot of guys who were in jail was like, "Hey, I had to do what I had to do, man." And then
Right.
once it was over, it's over. Like there were guys who,
So they're not gay.
that's
Someone
debatable.
forced a fucking gun to their head
Yes.
and said you had to do this.
Just claiming temporary gay insanity.
Rich, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, isn't RuPaul openly gay?
I know he's a cross-dresser. Does he ever go around saying that he's gay?
I've never heard him or her say out loud, listen, I'm gay.
Personally, I think he's a him. But I don't think you put on a dress, you become a her, but that's my opinion.
I mean, I worked with him, and he never came right out and said I was gay.
Was he attracted to you?
No, not at all.
Then he's straight. Because there's no way a gay guy wouldn't want Earl.
You're so damn dapper, Earl. Did you ever see Rue out of makeup, Earl?
Yes. It was very
Wait
strange.
a minute, hold on. I've never heard him called Rue before. Other than like Kangaroo, I've heard called Rue. So, yeah, I've seen him in regular stuff on TV.
Not attractive.
You don't think?
No.
Earl?
Very tall, but
Yeah.
he looks like a regular guy.
Just a regular guy.
I mean, but he's like, I think he's like 6'6", 6'7". He's a big guy.
I didn't know he was that tall.
Yes.
Yeah. So you didn't see him date.
No, I never saw him with women. Never saw him with guys either.
What is it about the black community that they don't accept gay people?
It's just like this weird conservatism. I don't
It
know.
is weird. Here's the weird thing about black people. They say minority rights, and yet they never give any rights out to any fucking other minorities.
I mean, this is some truth to that, definitely.
They're almost rednecks. When you really think about it, black people in their own way are rednecks.
No, it's like you can't be gay, but you can have, I guess, outside children. You can have 3 or 4 different children.
Well, we all have that, Earl. Let's not just limit that.
No, but
that proves you're not gay.
No, but it's just it's just commonplace where in some other communities, they would call them bastards, or they wouldn't even acknowledge them or anything.
You just call them outside babies.
Yeah.
You gotta love your outside babies just as much. All right, get us an expert. Get us somebody in the black community, because I can't depend on you, Earl. And do it fast for me, all right, in the next 10 minutes, because I'm not going to talk about this forever. But somebody who knows why black people don't accept gays.
I'm on it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I could think of too many famous gay people. Obviously, you never hear any of the athletes talk about it.
Right, yeah, there's no celebrity sportsmen that are going to do it.
Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, the black guy in the real world who got kicked off for slapping the drunk Hawaiian girl, he was admittedly gay, and I think he's pretty famous.
Who's that? There was no black guy in Hawaii.
Yeah.
No, the real world.
Yeah, but he wasn't. There was no black guy in. No, that guy's definitely straight. I can't think of his name. He's like half a comic.
Dave.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I think his name was
Hey,
Dave.
I got a question about
hold on.
Saturday. Is
It was
Steven,
hold on, sir.
It was Steven from Seattle, and he had some
No,
very
I meant
gay
Hawaii.
tendencies.
In Hawaii.
Oh, no, he slapped the drunk girl who was Hawaiian.
No, you guys have two things. Steven said he was straight, even though he appeared gay, and then the gay guy, the black guy in Hawaii definitely was straight. All right, what else were you going to say, Kev?
Hey, is it true that they're switching McFadden's to McFaddy pneumonias on Saturday in honor of Fez?
Let's hope so.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
I don't need to see a cruel childhood nickname up in lights.
This got sent to us from Timothy. Said, what about Luther Vandross? Was he openly gay or on the DL? I always thought he was gay, but did he ever say that he was gay?
He never said he was gay, ever.
And then the guy writes, what about Terrell Owens? Is he keeping it on the DL? I don't think Terrell is gay, but I've seen him with chicks.
Yeah, Terrell, I think not this. He was in Sports Illustrated in the swimsuit issue with his chick.
Well, you know what happens? Metrosexual black guys that really care about like skin creams and keeping their hair tight, they get accused all the time. They always get accused.
Yeah, there's a big rumor now that Terrence Howard is gay, and I think it was the website
because he's metrosexual. He definitely is.
Yeah, was it MediaTakeout.com had, and they just show these very effeminate
starving
pictures,
for takeout.
very effeminate pictures of Terrence Howard, and they question whether or not he's straight.
Michael Vick ended up on that accused list.
Yeah, and again, metrosexual, always well taken care of, but he's not openly gay. That's for sure. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just want to mention Dennis Rodman said he was bisexual, and at one time he said that he preferred men over women.
But did you ever see him with a date?
I don't know. I know he dressed, he wore that wedding dress that one day, and
well, so did Stern, but it doesn't mean anything. Earl, did you ever hear that he was bi or not, Rodman?
No, I never heard that. I heard he liked women's clothing. He might be a cross-dresser, but I don't know if he's necessarily gay or not.
Yeah. I never heard him say that he was gay. What about you, Fez?
I've never heard Rodman admit to he was gay.
Check out Media Takeout, and then get some just fucking just take out and just put it out here. That way we'll know it's here. I mean, I'm not saying you have to eat, but if you want to. Here's Gary. Gary, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing? It's Jerry. How you doing, Ron and Fez? Hey, listen, in Little Richard's movie, I think he actually did come out and say he was gay, not straight, but he directly, he was talking to his mom, and they were talking over issues about him being gay.
First of all, he says he's a preacher, right?
Little Richard?
Yeah. Doesn't he say he's a preacher or something, Earl?
Yeah, I mean, I think he renounced his
Steven
homosexuality.
from the real world, he never admitted he was gay, but after he left the real world, he got caught in Los Angeles for doing male prostitution. That was in the news.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Again, you can get caught. We're not saying there's no black gay guys. Earl's point of view is, and I guess the point of view of this TV show is, you got to keep it on the DL, down on the down low.
Yeah, this is the Down Low Exposed on BET. That's tomorrow night at 10, Earl, if you want to come over to my house.
I remember people said that Brian Gumbel was gay before.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Where the fatter Gumbel, isn't gay. That's the one thing about carrying weight is people never accuse you of being gay. Because they know a gay guy would drive them fucking crazy.
It's the unkempt look. That Greg Gumbel, he can be unkempt by the time they come back from a commercial break.
Yeah, he looks like an unmade bed. He's just out there enjoying himself. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, wasn't Carl Lewis gay?
People accused him of that, and he always said no. Am I right about that, Earl? Carl Lewis?
Yeah, there was always that big room, but I don't think he ever actually came out.
Yeah.
He went the other way. He always denied.
And again, Carl Lewis would be what, at least in the white community, would be called metrosexual. You look nice, you fucking want your hair just so, maybe you have your nails done, you care about skin creams, and then you get accused, black guys get accused of being gay, but most of the time, Earl, they say no, they're not.
Yeah, more often than not. I think it just goes back to that weird conservatism that blacks and the Latin community, which might be even worse.
Yeah.
Then, they just do not accept the lifestyle at all.
And yet, if you go downtown, if you're going to run into transvestites, they're normally Latin and black more than, I'm saying flamboyant people have a tendency to be a little more ethnic, away from the white bread. Am I wrong about that, Earl?
Yeah, I mean, but, downtown Manhattan, there's a big difference between, let's say, downtown Manhattan and, let's say, South Jamaica. It won't fly in South Jamaica, or it won't fly in Harlem, or it won't fly in, a highly concentrated area, particularly of older middle-class blacks.
All right, you got a good point. I don't know. I'm going to check into it. Daryl, you're about a Fez.
Hey, how you doing, Ron and Fez?
Good.
Yeah, who can forget Eddie Murphy picking up a transvestite?
He said that was an accident, and he thought it was a chick,
right.
and he was just trying to help.
An act of kindness.
Yeah, he's just trying to help. Dante, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how about Al Reynolds?
Al Reynolds gets accused all the time of being gay. That's Star Jones's husband. And, of course, he is married to a woman. Al Reynolds, where are you on that one?
I definitely bi. I don't know if he's gay, but
he says no, right?
He totally says no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those weird instances where I think he definitely had a past.
Set it up, bro. Earl?
Yes, we have Mr. Michael Musto of the Village Voice on, and he writes for Out magazine and expert on, particularly the whole Luther Vandross thing. He's been quoted heavily on it, and we have him on the phone right now.
Michael, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, buddy. We were talking about this issue that you wrote about. Is in the black community, is it tougher to admit that you're gay than it is in the white community?
It might be, but I hate to make sweeping generalizations like that. And
right.
When we're talking about Luther Vandross, for example, I don't even consider that a race issue. I mean, did Barry Manilow ever come out? Is Clay Aiken not, according to page 6 today, running around with a female beard because he got caught with an internet hookup with a guy?
Right.
It's just an across-the-board pop music phenomenon.
I see. So you're saying it's more because Fez had brought up this BET show.
Yeah, it's on tomorrow night. It's called The Down Low Exposed.
Right. And you see it more as a pop music thing where you have to go out of your way to act like, and this is not new. I mean, it goes back as long as we've had popular culture, but people that you see as being effeminate. Liberace never said that he was gay, right?
No, in fact, he sued a publication for saying that he was gay, and he won, shockingly enough.
He got away with it, yeah.
Yeah, it was considered libelous at that time. But it's a matter of people proffering a certain type of romantic music, and I think Luther Vandross's theory was, well, I had to remain ambiguous because I'm selling, love songs to ladies.
Now, did that get to him personally? Did he?
Absolutely.
It was, yeah. So if it was up to him, he would like to be accepted for who he is.
Of course, nobody wants to tip around in the closet and kind of evade and live a lie, but some of these people are forced to. Look at Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin, the same story.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Luther, I knew a friend of his who was a famous songwriter who told me Luther was dying to have a boyfriend and kept asking people to hook him up. He wanted to live a regular gay life and be in love and have a partner, but he never managed to do that because he was always evading and tippy-toeing around the closet.
So it wasn't even so much that he was worried about the public finding out. He didn't even do this in a private life.
He had relations, but he never had the love of a lifetime that he would probably been more able to pursue if he had been out of the closet.
Was it a thing of family as well?
Yeah,
religion
he wasn't out
too.
To his family, absolutely. Yeah. I saw him in concert once, and he actually made remarks, to the audience implying that he was straight.
Right.
He made a joke about, I had sex with that female backup singer over there, and she walked funny for 3 days afterwards.
Yeah.
And
good one.
Yeah, good one, but totally pandering, total baloney. And a lot, Tommy Tune claims to be out. I saw him in Las Vegas not that long ago, making straight remarks to the audience. So these people really are conflicted, and they create this horrible situation that they become entombed in.
No, but you're kind of, is it a thing where you're also blaming the victim a little bit because, let's say David Bowie should have been as big as Elvis, but because there was, in the early 70s, the gay thing about him, those things never sold as well in this country as they should have.
Well, he did quite well.
He did well, but he was never gigantic. He never was Beatles
I think
numbers.
He was gigantic, and
yeah.
The androgyny and the playing around with sexuality, I think, helped him. That's what attracted me as a young gay guy to buying his records.
But what about the general public?
The general public, David Bowie did pretty well. I don't think he was ever going to be on the caliber of Elvis, no matter what his sexuality was. But in any case, he then ended up marrying Iman, so he buried all that gay stuff, and the career's in the toilet now. So, Elton John's bigger than ever being out of the closet, so I think we have to celebrate what's good about being out in the business.
Yeah, but I will disagree with you. I think Bowie got bigger in the 80s, in terms of mass appeal. Not people, not the hipsters, but that's where he kind of sold. He's still a gigantic act now. And do you think that he's hiding it, or it was just a time for him?
I have no idea what's going on in his mind. I hope he's just truly bisexual and not just pretending to be straight.
Yeah.
But
so your point of view is this in your article, that if these guys say to themselves, look, I'm going to just let people know who I am, and they'll either accept me or not, and we'll let the chips fall where they may.
Well, that's what I've done, and I know it's easier as a freelance writer to be out.
Right.
But I don't want to celebrate people who think it's so horrible to say that they're gay
Mhm.
when I've, paid the price for being out and also enjoyed the benefits of being out. I didn't write the article on Luther Vandross, by the way. I'm quoted in it.
Right. All right, let's do this. Let's say a Clay Aiken, who his audience would be little girls, old ladies. At least the old ladies have got to know that this guy is gay, right?
No, you'd be amazed at how much denial
Is that right?
is in the water out there in the Midwest. Yeah, they're drinking it the second they wake up. These people still think Rosie O'Donnell likes Tom Cruise.
So when he goes on TV in an interview and says things like, "Oh, I'm still looking for the right girl, and I'm so afraid of people using me," they're just buying it up.
Yeah, they're loving it.
They're buying it because they want to believe it, even though deep down they know, because there are video, camera web things of him strutting his naked stuff, aren't there? And let's face it, this guy was not lying who said he hooked up with Clay. He has DNA evidence.
Now,
he's the new Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, he really. I don't know why he's.
But people will believe what they want to believe.
Right.
And he's pandering to that just to advance his career. And am I supposed to applaud that? No, I think it's disgusting.
Now, do people still out other people? I remember that was big there for a while in the 80s, like with Out Magazine, where they would try to say, we will announce this person if he doesn't come out. Does that still happen as much? Or
it's bigger than ever because now it's part and parcel of the gossip column's modus operandi. If you read Page Six, they're kind of playing around with sexuality all the time.
Uh-huh.
They're hinting, they're talking about same-sex celebrities, and it's not like the 80s where we had to put up posters and say, Jodie Foster's a dyke. And,
Right.
It was like this angry kind of revolution. Now it's just part of media reporting, and most of the media don't shy away from talking about gay stuff with celebrities. It's a wonderful advance. I never thought this day would come. But Page Six every day is talking about Clay Aiken, so anybody who reads that is going to know the truth about it.
Right. And you think it's a good thing all the way around, though, right? I mean, even if the person's not ready, you're like, fuck it, get out there.
Well, they're public figures, and we write about every aspect of their private lives, so why leave that out? That's homophobic to leave out the fact that they're gay. I'm not saying they have to come out. I'm just saying I can say that they're gay. I find no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not making them gay. I'm just saying they are.
All right, Michael, thanks for being on the show, buddy.
Thank you.
We'll
Bye-bye.
talk to you again.
Michael Musto writes for The Village Voice and Out Magazine.
866-RUN-0-FEZ. 866-RUN-0-FEZ. Earl, you're going to be out it unless I start seeing you with a fucking chick.
I like women.
We have been here for, 5 months. I haven't seen you on a date. I haven't seen Fez on a date. I've seen basically East Side with one, and then she was crying for the way that she was, the bragging that he did about her life. By the way, we didn't get into that much. The last day that we were here, East Side Dave's chick came in, who we all adore, and ended up fucking sobbing on the air and leaving a bad taste in all our mouths to start the vacation.
Yeah, that was the last thing we got to see and hear as we went out the door for the vacation. Just a really, really sad person. And a friend of ours.
Cody, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I do vocal work, singing for some demos for people. I have done work for Clay Aiken and Meatloaf. And the songwriter for one of the demos that we did told me that he had to change the lyrics for the song. It was originally "she" to "your" because Clay didn't want to deny his homosexuality, but at the same time didn't want anybody to directly know either.
Well, no one really believes that about a song anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, when someone says "she," if someone, people act like, well, why would you do that? But if someone's singing Allison, right, Elvis Costello, you don't demand that there's a real Allison and that this thing actually happened. It's a song. So I would have no problem if a gay guy was singing "she." It's just the terms of what the song is. Here is Kurt. Kurt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, how you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Now, I heard a few years ago, I had a buddy of mine up in Pittsburgh that said he saw Yancey Thigpen and Cordell Stewart both coming out of a gay bar in downtown Pittsburgh, yet both of them supposedly have denied it.
Well, let me just say this about the city of Pittsburgh. Do you know what a gay bar is called in Pittsburgh, Fez?
No.
A bar.
Oh.
So, I mean, when you walk into any bar in Pittsburgh, by Hoyle, you're walking into a fucking gay bar. They're all gay in Pittsburgh. Fez, where are you on this outing thing? Do you think it should be done? It shouldn't be done?
No, I think that's an invasion of privacy.
Even for a public figure? I mean, you're a guy who loves news about, I mean, you read the gossip magazines, right?
Yeah, you read the gossip magazines, and to me, it's like talking about someone's religion or something else like that.
But you want to know who Jennifer Aniston's in, right?
Yeah, I'd like to see who's dating whom.
But if you find out that one of them is dating someone of their own sex, why is that now crossing the line?
To me, I only like to know about it if it's a celebrity dating a celebrity.
I'm saying, suppose two gay celebrities are dating. Or a celebrity is dating a model. You know they're not going to just fucking meet the regular lunch bucket Joe. I really don't see, let's say, Cordell Stewart, for instance, being with a guy who hasn't done pretty well for himself.
He shouldn't have to go meet someone over an Iron City beer.
Here is Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez. Oh, lost you, buddy. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Hey, am I the only one that thinks it's kind of odd that Earl was able to find that expert so darn quick?
You know what? You did find it very quick, Earl. Village Voice
Almost.
And Out Magazine. How do you know these things?
Yeah, I know people.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, exactly.
For this show, you get nothing but the best.
But seriously, I want to say this, Earl. We do accept you no matter what. I accept you. I accept Fez. I somewhat accept Eastside. I don't accept him on the sloppy personality. But other than that, I accept. But see, here's a weird thing. Eastside's able to say he jacked off into a jar of jelly. No one has a problem with it. But if two guys are together, people fucking freak out.
Like another man is worse than jelly.
Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys were talking about no black guys coming out of the closet here, but there's a rapper. He's pretty big now. His name's Caution, and his website is thegayrapper.com.
Have you heard of Caution?
I heard of the name, yes.
Hold on.
Yes, I have.
All right, we'll check into him. But normally, if Earl isn't on fucking top of it and playing the song, we can't say he's big. Earl, did you agree with me when I was fighting with the guy from the Village Voice about Bowie wasn't as big as he should have been?
Yes, there's definitely absolutely. He should have been as big as, I don't know, he should have been like a Beatles level.
Exactly. And him going, well, that's why he was big with me. Yeah, he was big with me too, but he was big in the Northeast. He was big on the West Coast. Fucking Bowie was never big in the 70s in the Midwest. It didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, like mid to late 70s, he fell off hard.
Yes, and those were great albums.
And there were amazing albums, but it came out, I think it was in Rolling Stone where he said, I was a bisexual. He came out as a bisexual. The album sales dropped like a rock.
Right. And he's saying, oh, Elton's bigger than ever. I don't know if Elton ever had a number one hit since he said a top 40 hit in America since he said he was gay. Maybe I'm wrong there. But I still think it hurts you in the United States.
Yeah, like Midwest, definitely.
With the Bible Belt. Because those fucking people hate gay people. Or they hate the center, not the center. I don't understand all the bullshit things. But they don't want their kids listening to a gay guy.
Yeah, and Elton fell off for a while, too, where the album sales weren't. I mean, he was a tremendous star, but, again, mid-70s, early 80s, he fell off a little bit.
Right. Here is Todd. Todd, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Todd, go ahead.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Good, buddy.
Hey, I 46 years old, and back during the headbanging days, Judas Priest was my band.
Uh-huh.
And Rob Halford comes out, and I can't listen to a Priest song now without
getting a hard on?
Without who he's singing about.
Seriously.
And maybe the hard one, too.
So what do? You put on your Judas Priest, you finger your ass, and just go, I love this music. But was that a tough thing for you, Todd?
The point is, I don't put it on anymore at all.
Yeah. So he lost you.
He lost me.
By just saying, here's who I really am.
It's just like that. I mean, are you singing to a man or are you singing to a woman in your lyrics now?
What do you fucking care, though? You like the song, right?
Dude, it's just creepy.
All right. Where you calling from, Todd?
West Virginia, Martinsburg.
I get it. Thank you. Yeah, people will drop their favorite people if they feel like it doesn't fit in. It is smarter from a marketing point of view. I'm not saying it's a better way to live your life, But if all you care about is selling units, you're better off living the lie. You're better off living the lie. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
What about Melissa Etheridge? I mean, guitar work, singing, everything. She was at the top of her game, and she came out and she said she was out, and seemed like the whole country dropped her, and I still think she's one of the best there is.
I thought she was always out right from the beginning, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me check with you, Earl.
No, she never came out until I think the one album where she really came out was called, appropriately enough, Yes I Am.
Yeah.
Because everyone just insinuated it.
Right. But she was always big with the lesbian community, right?
She did our Christmas concert when I was at NEW one year.
Yeah.
It was all women. I mean, like the Diesel Dykes.
Right.
I mean, like short hair, dressed like men, husky voices. But she never really came out and said, I was gay.
Right.
It was just such a strange sight of just seeing... 26.
Because you never see those people at any other shows.
No, never saw them in my life.
Other than, of course, Judas Priest.
Just the notion of flannel.
Yeah.
There was tons of flannel.
Well, that was grunge days, so that was okay anyway. Here's Wes. Wes, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Wes.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
The only one that I could think of, I know the topic's changed a little bit, but the only black guy that I can think of that was openly gay, it seemed like from the beginning, and I can't remember his name, was the guy that was in the Crying Game.
All right, Wes, so you're still trying to think of black gay guys. You want to fucking give it a rest?
I've been on the phone for a while.
You're starting to obsess. It's driving me crazy. I can't get it out of your mind. Ron, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, Katie Lang, she came out and the country community completely shunned her. Ramon, get busy, cock again.
Here is, sorry about that, Fez.
It doesn't bother me in the least.
You don't find the Ramon calls funnier and funnier, though, as they go on?
Mm-hmm. No.
Starting to re-get into him. Really think it's working. It's really clever. I don't know if Katie Lang ever tried to say she was straight, did she?
No, I don't think so.
She went straight suit.
Yeah, looking like Alfalfa from Little Rascals.
Sings her ass off, though. Here's Bruce. Bruce, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi. I think it's kind of hypocritical of Rosie O'Donnell. Makes all of her money, all the popularity, and then she comes out of the closet. I don't know how you feel about it, but it feels kind of weird that, for all those years she's on the Tom Cruise bandwagon.
Do you feel like she lied to you?
Well, not so much me, but I think it's hypocritical. She got really popular, made all the money, and then all of a sudden, then it was okay to come out of the closet. It's kind of.
I understand that you felt like you're full, but do you think that up front America would have accepted the overweight dyke? I mean, I don't know, and I'm not saying that is a bad thing, but I'm saying if they said, hey, there's some big dyke comic coming on at 10, starting this Monday, all the housewives watch, you think that would have hurt her career?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it probably wouldn't have helped. Yeah, but I mean, I just think, until everybody becomes honest about this, it's just going to be this way,
Well, that's what the writer, Michael, was saying, that you fucking need to put it out there so other people don't have to keep lying. Now, I'm more on the other side of it's a fucking personal choice. If you want to carry the flag, carry the flag. If you don't, you don't. At the same time, remember in this country, people get mad if someone speaks about their politics if they're in an entertainment game. If somebody goes, you know what, I've got a new movie out, and also I'm, against abortion or something, then people get mad at them, or I'm pro-abortion or whatever. So it's really hard for people to say what they want to say. Now, I'll fucking say anything. I don't care. But, that's why I'm in the toilet.
Rosie always said the thing that made her come out was that adoption law in Florida, where she finally had to identify herself as a gay parent.
Yeah, but she already had her $10 or $20 million. It's a big difference that you got it, and you got what's known as fuck you money, and then you're on your way up.
And had already announced that she was quitting her show.
Well, I'm sure those two things are pretty tied in together. That she said to herself, I'm sure the Ellen thing rocked her. And now Ellen has to be pretty back to being non-threatening, let's say. That people have accepted her. But that was a risk she took.
Yeah, that show dropped like a rock once she came out.
Yeah.
And she started introducing gay themes into the show.
Right.
Oh, the sitcom, the Ellen sitcom.
Yeah, the Ellen sitcom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I mean, but again, mainstream, particularly middle America, they bailed on her once.
Yeah,
she
they
came out.
did. They fucking did. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was calling about. I used to have this massive crush on Amanda Beardsley. She came out as the neighbor on Married with Children, but she was in this movie, this vampire movie, Fright Night, and I used to whack my back to her all the time. And then she came out, and I can't even get a Woody from her now.
First of all, any guy who wasn't turned on by two women together is probably gay himself. So, Bill, look into it. That one will make me like him more. Like that fucking chick from Arrested Development that dates Ellen sometimes now. I find her fascinating because she has no interest in men at all. It's not even like I'm bi, which, is like the normal thing now. But the fact of I don't even want a man, that makes me just think, oh, really? You lovely, lovely, lovely little bird.
Is that Portia de Rossi? I think is how you say it.
Now I'm starving. I'm fucking... Earl, order me a Portia de Rossi and some garlic bread. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what about Queen? Aren't they like the biggest band of all time?
Freddie Mercury was gay, but never came out over his lifetime, and never admitted to even having AIDS, right? He was one of those guys who act like, no, it's just a head cold.
Yeah, but they're still big today.
Yeah, he came out right. I think he didn't come out. He said he admitted he had AIDS, I think, the day before he died.
Is that right?
Yeah, he denied it.
So he never came out over his entire lifetime, Dave. His
Gotcha.
entire lifetime, he couldn't say what he really meant in his fucking songs. An artist who has to hide his shit because he can't stand it. Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, the reason I think that people don't watch shows like Ellen isn't so much because they're against homosexuality, but because they just can't identify it. I mean, I don't watch shows on UPN because I don't really identify with the urban lifestyle. I think mainstream America doesn't identify with the Ellen sitcom because it's about the gay life.
I know you came up with an interesting thing because in my films that I like to watch, I don't need the person to look just like me and have my life to identify with it. I feel like I live that. But if I watch a film and it's about a kid in New Zealand or a fucking man in Hungary, I find it interesting to see what is similar and what is different about it. I don't sit there and yell, that's not my life. I don't get this. That house looks nothing like mine. So basically, I think you need a little curiosity in your life, Robert.
It makes you wonder if that's why all the Idol winners are from the South. That people are just identifying that it's
I'm glad
red state America that's voting.
I'm glad so many of them are identifying with the fucking Clay Aiken because they're holding the secret too. Then here's Paul. Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Paul.
Hi. I wanted to ask, we were talking about gay people in essentially entertainment industry, but what about in mainstream politics? Any, like...
Barney Frank is the only one I could think of offhand. Of course, Harvey Milk was the first in San Francisco back in the 70s. But generally...
yeah, the Jersey governor on his way out the door.
That's like state level politics. What about national level politics? I mean...
Well, Barney Frank's a U.S. congressman.
Okay.
And I think Barney Frank is the biggest of all time. I'm not sure, though.
No, here in New York, Christine Quinn, I think is her name. She's the city council speaker, and she's a lesbian.
Right.
She's openly gay.
Yeah. And again, that's in the city, a pretty liberal city.
Right.
But, it's not like gays are liked in this country by mainstream America. I mean, it's crazy to think any other way.
Yeah, and how many rumors floated around Ed Koch, and more recently about Michael Bloomberg. There's always the rumors that that Bloomberg is gay.
And Ed Koch has never been seen with a woman, and never, as far as I know, been seen with a man or accused.
No, I remember when he ran for mayor, he had to. The rumors were starting to float around a little bit, so he started going around with what's her name, Bess Meyerson, a former Miss America. So they just started making campaign
Here's my
stops all over
first
it.
girlfriend, the former Miss America.
Well, when he ran that one time, because this was just in an article the other day, he was mad at Andrew Cuomo.
Homo.
because of the Vote Cuomo, not for the homo campaign signs when Ed Koch ran against Mario Cuomo.
Yeah, but did Cuomo make those up, or was just some fucking...
That was all denied by both Cuomos.
I hate to say Goomba, but I don't know,
Yeah.
some of the guys following the Cuomos around. Yeah. I'm trying to get over and think of who the highest one was. I know they said Lincoln. And to me, Jimmy Carter, I'm not saying he is. It's just...
Garfield was always, President Garfield, or no, Buchanan. President
right?
Buchanan was always, because he actually took a senator to live with him in the White House. So that's not...
I'm going to share this with my friend.
So it's not like you needed the room.
What about Hoover? Hoover was, him and Clyde Tolleson lived together until they died.
Oh, J. Edgar Hoover.
J. Edgar Hoover.
I thought you were talking
I'm sorry.
presidents.
I'm
I
sorry,
was
J.
Herbert
Edgar.
Hoover.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have no idea.
Just because Herbert Hoover's wife's name was Lou doesn't make her a man.
Well, that was the weird thing about J. Edgar Hoover, is like, supposedly he was gay and a cross-dresser, but then he was also, at the same time, fucking outing people and trying to ruin careers in Hollywood. Talk about being self-hating. Hey, did you get that thing, Dave, that Blowhard sent? The old school gay thing?
Old school gay?
Yes, the audio that I sent to you?
Yes,
From
yes,
Blowhard?
yes, it is.
Is it all loaded,
Yep,
ready
it's
to go?
all ready to go. Old school gay. Oh, it's very good. It's a hitchhiker thing.
All right, just
And
stand away from the microphone now. You stop talking. So I got this from Blowhard. I guess this is like from the 50s, Fez. And I guess they were running it either on TV or as a warning for kids to look out for when they're hitchhiking. So it opens up with this innocent kid kind of hitchhiking. And again, this was a real thing that the government paid for.
That looks innocent enough, doesn't it? Lots of young people hitchhike. Seems like a good way to get from one place to another. But sometimes there are dangers involved that never meet the eye. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual is about. Let's take the case of Jimmy Barnes. Jimmy played baseball all afternoon, and he didn't feel like walking home, so he decided to thumb a ride. He'd done it 100 times before, and he didn't think anything was unusual when the driver struck up a friendly conversation. In fact, he seemed like a real nice guy. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual, a person who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly, if they try to win your confidence too quickly, and if they become overly personal. One never knows when the homosexual is about. He may appear normal.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Yeah. Earl's back. Pretending he's one of the pretenders. All right, Ron and Fez show. Just about to wrap this one up. Fezzy, during the break, I was on the phone with my chick, and she was talking with her sister. My nephew is at that age right now that he is getting out of, getting into potty training, and in your mind he could be doing it. Boys are like, they could pull it off. They don't necessarily want to yet, So we always had this little thing in our family that we would do with the boys that you can get away with it is. And if you ever want to try this, you can work it out for yourself. If you have little boys that are learning to use the toilet, throw a couple of Cheerios in the toilet and let them kind of, as we used to say, sink the submarine. So you give them something to aim at, and my son loved it, and And it's just a nice little trick that you can have, because boys like a sport. They like a game. They can work it out. So today she's with him, and he's about a little over 2 years old. And she's like, Ben, give this a try. So he's in the bathroom. She brings the cereal in and puts it on the sink there, and she throws a couple of Cheerios into the toilet. And she said, pee on the Cheerios. Come on, Ben, pee on the Cheerios. And he's just fucking standing there, right? With his little dink out. He's just standing there. He's not doing something. So she's like, all right, well, it's there if you want to, pee on the Cheerios. So she goes in the other room, and she's doing stuff. She turns around. He's coming out of the bathroom, and he's holding the box of Cheerios, and he goes, I did it, Mom, I did it. He pulled the box down, pissed in the box of Cheerios, and fucking brought them into her. I mean, there's even a saying, who peed on your Cheerios today? This fucking kid actually did it.
Well, yeah, you get what you asked for, I guess. Well, piss on the Cheerios.
866-RON-0-FEZ. 866 Ron0Fez. First day back from vacation. Earl, you're back on top of it. You pulled off that guy today. I got to give you that.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm about to put Earl up there in the maybe being the best all-time producer.
Wow, that high up, huh?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody better. Name one guy that you would say better than Earl.
I'm thinking Billy the Phone Freak?
No, not in Earl's league. Billy the Phone Freak got fucking horrible guests. Terrible guests, one after another. If you wanted to talk to people you thought were dead, or the only thing Billy the Phone Freak was good at is fucking somebody would win something from us. If she had half a nice ass, he'd figure out where she lived and would try to harass her.
Yeah, those guests were more seances than bookings.
So what we have here right now is my guy, my right-hand guy, as Earl, who I'm seeing moving into 10 territory. He's shot past 8. He's 9 and looking at 10. Your guy is Eastside Dave. Started strong. Now seems like the grind of the job is getting to him. Where would you put Dave now?
Dave, right now, today's episode I would put at a 5.
I would put him if I had to pick somebody from the past, I would say either Joe Buffett or Thing 2.
Wow, is that low?
By the way, coming, and I'll put this out here, we got this gig coming up on Saturday, which is really just a party we're going to be hanging out at. Thing 3 will make the scene. I got a very nice email from her.
Well, that's going to be amazing to see her. The party's going to be at McFadden's this Saturday night, starting right around 9 o'clock. 2nd Avenue in New York City. It's right there between 42nd and 43rd Street.
If you need any information, check out ronfez.net or write to us at ronandfez@AOL.com, ronandfez@AOL.com, and come on in and buy a shot for Earl and do a shot with him. Earl, I want you to do shots with people this week.
I can't do shots.
It worries about... No, see, here's the thing, Earl. I can't. I need to live through you. I can't sit there and do what I want to do. So I got to put you up there, my right-hand guy.
Wait, but if I take shots, I won't live. I'll literally drop dead.
You will die.
You'll make it through. You don't know until you try.
You let me worry about that. You let me be there for you.
I'll be bleeding like a sieve.
Maybe. Either that or maybe you'll turn into the man.
It'll take quite a few shots before you start leaking blood.
Earl, when you talk like this, I feel like I need to go throw a couple of Cheerios in the fucking toilet for you to try to learn your aim. Yeah. Here's, let me go to Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Go ahead, pal.
Hey, it's Chris. Hey, I had a friend up north. He was paralyzed from the waist down. And he used to have to tripod himself to take a piss. And it was snowing out one night, and he was pissing and fell and started screaming and yelling and leave him alone. He'd rather sit in his piss than let somebody help him stand up.
So this was an amusing story to you, how?
That he fell and pissed on himself in the snow.
So you're calling from where?
Mississippi.
So you thought that Fez and I were going to laugh at a story of a paraplegic who fell over into his own urine.
No, he didn't fall over into it. He fell and then pissed on himself.
So that's
the twist.
Maybe if we knew him or what all, we wouldn't be.
He wasn't always a paraplegic, though.
Right, now he is.
Oh, that's the funny part.
What's the funny part, Chris?
That he wasn't a paraplegic.
And he is now.
Never mind, I'm out here.
No, seriously, I love jokes. So the funny joke is the paraplegic fell down and lost bladder control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if I was Morgan Spurlock, I'd be fucking laughing my ass off. Did you hear this story, Fez? Morgan Spurlock is at some high school. Morgan Spurlock, by the way, did that documentary about the guy who goes to McDonald's and eats there every day for what, a month, was it?
Yeah, 30 days.
And he gained like 20 pounds or something. Supposedly, he's made his whole bank on this one, what I consider less than average documentary. The guy has never really had a bad day since he went to McDonald's and ate there, filmed it, and everything's been going his way. So I guess he's on a speaking tour right now. Against, of course, he can't drop his McDonald's thing. So he's somewhere at this high school, and he's talking to the kids, and he's making fun of McDonald's. And it's in the auditorium with a bunch of kids. And he says, you go to McDonald's and you got the retarded kids in the back wearing helmets making your food for them, which I guess was supposed to be a funny line. Suddenly a couple of the teachers stand up and they start to lead the special education kids out. So the retarded kids had to hear the retarded joke.
So then they're on parade as they're being forced out of the auditorium. It always makes me wonder with the word retarded. I mean, retarded isn't like any sort of slur. It was like a medical term for a long time. Now it's very outlawed and everything.
Not just now. Even when we were kids, we would get in trouble for calling a retard a retard.
Yeah, I guess. But it just...
You were never allowed to say, even if the teacher, if like you and Dave were yelling back and forth, you called him a retard. You might as well have been saying bastard in front of those people. They hated the word retard.
But you just can't say retarded now, and it just seems like...
You couldn't then. That's what I'm saying. The word retarded or retard was always like a bad thing with them. They want to go special education. I wouldn't mind calling them speds, but I don't think they're crazy about that either. Let me check with Dave, with the brothers... And Earl, were you guys allowed to say retard, call each other retard in school?
We said it, but we just couldn't say it in front of certain people.
You couldn't say it in front of teachers, though, right?
You couldn't say it in front of adults.
Yeah, adults, it was like the N-word to them. Basically, for a kid, the N-word is the R-word. You're saying the R-word because you can't wait to say retard.
You'd be like, will you stop acting like a retard? And then someone go, don't you ever say that out loud. I'm like,
that could happen to your family. If you're Catholic, you would always think to yourself that if you made a retard joke, your little sister would be born retarded. Let me check with Dave. Dave, were you allowed to say it in your school?
No, we were not allowed to say it. And this is actually an important issue because I think it should be completely allowed to call people retards or retarded because all it means is that your mind doesn't work properly.
But here's the thing. Here's my thing. I would only call what I'll call straight people retarded. I would never say, to me, to tease a retarded kid was fucking beyond bad when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I never liked that, you retard. Now, I would laugh and have a good time and, make them feel like, yeah, we all are on the spaceship. But I hated those guys who were just like, you retard, look at your retard haircut. That would even fucking annoy me.
I remember I got yelled at, I was doing this creative writing program in the summertime, and I called a kid a retard, and the girl got really mad at me and everything and said, that's very offensive. She didn't have any, relatives or Down syndrome relatives. She just got mad, and I said, you should be allowed to say that because what it means is you're being stupid, you're being like them.
All right, but here's the thing. That would be like you saying if you called me the N-word, I wouldn't be able to get offended by it. You'd be like, well, you're really not, so why do you care? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, what now? Is it special needs you're supposed to say?
Special needs citizens or special needs students.
What's wrong with speds?
Because then, for some reason, special will somehow, eventually down the road, become politically incorrect.
Let's fucking go with that angle and say you're a fucking sped, Fezzy. Stop acting like a sped. And see if it catches on. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy. What's up, guys?
Hi, buddy.
Hey, a way to say it now is just call him a drader. That's retarded spelled backwards. That's what me and my buddies do.
Yeah, sounds like you guys have a real great time out there. Yeah.
Fucking out, boys.
See you later.
I don't know if you're actually supposed to say anything to the actual retarded people. They're like people with an affliction that shouldn't know about it. Like paraplegics, they know they're paraplegics.
You've come up with an interesting idea. That a retarded person doesn't really see the difference.
Yeah, he just thinks he's as normal as anyone else walking down the street. They are the one people, I think, that you keep their affliction from them.
Like you don't act like in front of a blind guy. Yes, everyone's blind. None of us can see. But with a retarded person, you're always acting like, you're doing good. Yes, you got your own cake, didn't you? You went and got a cake and a fork and you're eating with it.
Yeah, they cannot know about it. It is a big secret.
Good point, Fezzy. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys.
Yeah,
LI 102.7.
All right, wait.
I work for an agency, and the correct term we use is developmentally disadvantaged.
Double D's?
Yes, that's the correct term, the politically correct one.
Disadvantaged is politically correct?
That's politically correct.
Correct.
That's the term the government uses.
Developmentally disadvantaged.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
All right, DDs. Fezzy, you're acting like a fucking DD.
I am not a DD.
And again, you don't need to say it to them. It's about them. Or really about straight people. Because I can't think of a better term for them. That you feel like are fucking not putting everything into it.
Yeah, everyone expects someone who's retarded to act retarded. It's not like you can call them anything, to make it worse.
Yeah, that's true. But why point it out? I don't need you to go, oh, we don't need any retarded kids in here. I have a problem with that. Here's Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, we call them Downies. That way you're not even picking on all brands of retarded people, just the Down syndrome ones, and it's a nice soft sound, Downies.
Let me check with Fez. Fez, you like Speds or Downies?
Well, I got to go with Speds. It's a little bit more all-encompassing.
Downies reminds me a little bit of Townies, which goes back to, the stoners against them.
Downy makes it sound like their mothers drank fabric softener, and that's how they got that way.
Well,
during pregnancy.
Well, maybe. Tommy, you're on Ron and Fez.
You can. It's got to be mentally handicapped or mentally challenged. You can't say special. No more special.
What about Speds?
I don't think they like that, really.
Why don't they like special?
I think special is because of people like us. We'll just take anything and then make it bad, and special has become bad.
Those of us, there's nothing special about.
Well, that's the problem, that you come up with the, development disadvantage. It seems like a good thing. But then when you hear people fucking, using it too much, like, Dave, stop acting like the development disadvantage. Here comes, and then it starts to sound bad after a while.
Special, the problem with that, with a retarded person, is it sounds like that over-compliment. Like, oh,
like God's children.
Exactly, where it's like if someone's driving bad or something like that, and you say, way to go, Mario Andretti, or something like that, you're overcompensating them. It's like you're pointing out to them that they're not special by calling them that.
What about this term? And it works in some communities, others not. What about a waterhead?
Waterhead.
From Water on the Brain.
Yeah. That seems to work. I mean, to me, that's more of a diagnosis thing.
If you're calling them in for dinner.
You hear him jogging down the street.
Here's, let me go to Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, when I lived in Australia, they called them spastics.
Yeah, but, they're not always spastic. So I have a problem with that. And plus, that's really also reserved.
See, that's like calling them checkered pants. They don't all wear them.
Name one who does it.
Ooh.
Show me one really in a fucking suit. You ever run into a fucking retarded kid in a tailored suit? And I blame it on their mothers. For some reason, they feel like, I'll go buy whatever fucking clothes for this kid.
And just a lack of appointments to go to.
If I ever had, God forbid, a fucking sped for a child or a downy, whatever we're calling them now, I'd have that kid wearing nothing but tailored fucking clothes. Just to fucking freak people. Just to have somebody come over and say, excuse me, I know you're fucking retarded, but where'd you get that belt? I would love. Those shoes are amazing.
That would cause a thing of, maybe he's retarded, but I don't think so. Look at the suit on him. He can't be.
Because there's a downside to everything, Fez, that you send this kid to school like that, he comes home without a suit with a new fucking eraser. So you're really not getting, you don't know what's going to happen. Hey, Ed, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, guys, love you. I'm an attorney, and I was taking a deposition of somebody, and she testified that she was in a day program. And I didn't know exactly what was wrong with her, so I asked her if she had some particular diagnosis, and she said she was borderline MR. I said, what's borderline MR? She's like, oh, I'm borderline mentally retarded. So they do know that they're retarded.
Yeah, I mean, if you're told that, you know, Fez will come around saying he has ADD. He didn't invent it himself. He had to have a shrink tell him.
But it's just a weird concept that they know that they're retarded.
I don't know why it would be a weird concept. We just, you know, express this, that people will be able to say, I'm bipolar or whatever. And all they're doing is repeating what's being said. No one ever says to them, say, hey, I'm not seeing the world the way other people are. You know what I mean? That's a tough thing to grasp.
Yeah, so it's the poly syndrome. They'll just spit it back out like a parrot.
I mean, if you have a split temper, you go off. In your mind, everybody does. It's not just you. That's the normal way to behave in life. So this guy got in trouble, this Morgan Spurlock, for saying what? Retarded?
Yeah, for saying the retarded kids at McDonald's.
Which, by the way, he didn't need to say that. You know, you're out of school speaking. You can't not say retard while you're at a fucking school and those kids are sitting there.
And then Spurlock was saying in the other schools that he speaks at, the speech is always just overwhelmingly approved.
Yeah, because there wasn't a retarded class there. I mean, I could tell a lot of fucking funny jokes, but with Earl sitting here, I gotta wait forever for later. Here's Mike. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing? I always call them window lickers.
All right, a window licker, not a bad idea. I don't think they're going to be happy with it, but...
If window licking was a positive thing, like if it was, you know, leaf raker, you know, if you could make a job out of it, then it's a little bit better.
Here's Randy. You're on Ron and Fez.
Big Ass 307, buddies.
Oh, way to go, Bo.
Hooah! Yeah, I miss Constantinople, Fez.
He's changed, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Changed.
I actually call them all Giovanni Ribisi's.
All right. Maybe we could call him some Giovans.
Giovants. Like savants.
I'd just tell everybody the fucking kid's a savant. Now, I thought that maybe Eastside Dave was an idiot savant, but I talked to a shrink, and there's just no savant on the end.
There's
Just idiot. Just idiot.
No special skills whatsoever.
No, just idiot. Fuck. Here's Dennis. Dennis, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, my high school newspaper ran a story. We had a retarded cheerleading squad.
I bet you finally got to fucking bang a cheerleader, didn't you, Big Den? Hey, Mom, I fucked a cheerleader.
They had a group picture of all of them, and they were just all standing there in their uniforms looking retarded. And
it seems a little hot,
the
though.
whole school was making fun of them.
Yeah.
It was really, they tried to make it a feel-good story, but I think it did more.
Yeah, there's no such thing as feel good around other children. There's nothing worse than a kid, and the worst kid that you can be is one who's been blessed, one who's gotten some kind of fair shake from God, because all they do is look down on people who haven't.
Well, then everything's bad. It's the car another kid's family has, it's the clothes, mental, anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There is nothing worse than a child, except for a wealthy child. That is the worst person on the face of the earth. Or worse than a shark. Wow. Already, Earl?
That was fast. Remember, this Saturday, we are going to be at McFadden's having a party. Come out and hang with us, 2nd Avenue in New York City.
See you guys back in here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
XM202.